What's good, neighborhood? It's your man Marq Nash. All right, popping up on y'all real quick. Let's talk about it. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, you know what we're here for. Let's get it.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound. This that squad
All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all feel? What's the deal, man? It's your favorite neighbor, your man Marq Nash. I don't know how the audio sound. I don't have the mic stuff plugged in. Y'all let me know how the audio sound. I'll plug in the mic though. I ain't feel like putting on these headphones and all this stuff, but I'll do it. No half measures, right? Gonna cut this thing on, go live, and do it right. Let me plug this up over here, switch to the microphone and the headphones. Yeah, I really wasn't even gonna go live. I was on somebody else's panel just listening to them talk, chilling. And I was like, you know how sometimes you join these shows, and it happens sometimes here too. Like you'll join for a topic or a title or a conversation, and then the more you listen, it goes somewhere else. But it was a good conversation. But I was like, man, I'm looking at the clock. I was like, man, let me go holler at my folks real quick. She said, not like usual. All right, let me see something. Okay, I'll fix it. I got a plan, Lisa. Plug this up right here. But y'all can see the title, the top of the thumbnail. I'm gonna skip through a lot of the fluff I normally start the show with because it is a pop-up. But I definitely want to okay, I'm gonna switch it over here. See if this works. See if this works better. Man, I saw that story going wrong with that lady getting hit with the brick, and it really stayed on my heart. It really bothered me. Really stayed on my heart. It's been bothering. Trying to get some more information about it. Trying to get an update. I've yet to see an update. How about that? Is that better? That sound better? Does that sound better? Should be. I'm on the check 1 2 1 2. Let me make sure. There we go. I'm plugged in. I'm strapped in. Just doing a random pop-up real quick. Want to know what y'all think of this topic, man. If y'all not familiar with the story, Bolas, what's up? All right. Shorty out here got hit in the head with a brick. Allegedly is because she didn't give a guy a phone number. Now, another witness came out and said, nah, she was taunting the guy. She was taunting him. So he didn't say she deserved it, but in not so many words, it was like he was saying she was taunting him, so she deserved it. Now, I'm here to tell y'all, man, like I said in the video when I did the upload, I don't condone violence outside of a boxing ring, a dojo, or octagon. I believe y'all need to keep your hands to your damn self. Keep your hands to yourself. You will end up in the prison or worse, end up in a box somewhere, right? But when it comes to this story right here, man, I'm just sitting here reading. I'm shocked at the comments that I'm seeing and some of the commentary I'm hearing from channels, especially men, and they black men too. It's almost like people want to victimize this lady all over again. I'm sorry. She don't deserve this, man. I don't care what she said to the dude. I don't care if she said something about your mama this or your your dead grandmama, man, keep your hands to yourself. Just get in the car and drive off, bro. Because this woman could be unlived, if you know what I mean. Haplo, what up, fam? So I figured I'd get y'all take on and read the room. Has there ever been a situation where you got involved in somebody else's drama, I guess? Haplo, you ever been involved? You ever had to get involved? Tracy, what up? She says, very ironic. She says she don't need men for protection tonight, but as for the men. But here's the thing, Tracy, to be fair, when it's happening in real time, people don't know that. That's something you find out after the fact. In real time, you just see a person getting hit by a brick. I think she's been, I get it. She might have said that before. How old is that video? How old is that video? Because I've said some things on video that I don't believe anymore. I've changed my opinion all the time. And if you cutting this camera on enough, you will put your foot in your mouth a couple times. Hold on 1 second. Appreciate it. You put this camera on long enough, you talk live long enough, you'll put your foot in your mouth a couple times, say some shit you didn't mean to say. But my point is, Tracy, when she said that on that video, I don't think everybody who saw her get hit with that brick knows she said that. You know what I mean? They made that choice not to help that lady, just not to help that lady. I just think it's odd that people are using. Yeah, that's just crazy, man. To me personally, me, Marq Nash, that people would use that as a reason to hit people. I mean, to not help the lady or to even criticize her. Because a lot of people criticizing and weren't even people that was there. The people that was there, other than that one dude, I haven't heard him say anything. Make sure I got the phone number open and I got the link out there. But I think it's disappointing. Somebody said join Marq Nash membership or you will not regret it. Nah, you won't. I just shout out to Miss Queen Sunkiss. I was talking to my lady about it, and I was talking to some of my folks about this today, and I was like, what would you do? What would you have done? Would you have helped? Would you call 911? Would you say, hey, cut that out? That's some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? What a drop at.
Hey, let me stop that shit. That's some dumb shit.
Would you have stopped it? Would you have said anything? Surprisingly enough, I found a lot of people who have told me today, like, that ain't my business. I found that disturbing because some of these same people are people I talk to on other spaces, and they'll talk about community and we got to do this and what we need to do and we should do this, we should do that. But when it comes to the case of this woman, I hear people say, nah, I ain't helping her. Non-FBA activity. I don't even, hey Deuce, I don't get the correlation. You had left a comment about that earlier. I didn't comment back because I didn't know what you meant. So I didn't want to speak out of turn because I didn't know what you meant. What is the fact that it doesn't matter if she's an American citizen, if she's an immigrant, if she's a naturalized citizen, does it matter? Why should that matter, Deuce? If she's from Somalian descent, still a woman, right? I don't know what you mean by that. But the link is out there. Anybody want to join the conversation, tell me what they think of the story. And I'm not here to judge, and not here to disrespect you on your opinion, and I'm not gonna be disrespecting on mine either. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand we can't have it both ways. We can't say, hey man, this is what we need to do as a community, this is what we need to do as a people, and then nah, fuck that bit. You know, like hold on, which one is it? Miss Queen Sunkiss joins the building. How you doing, sis?
I'm good. How you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm doing better than I used to say. I'm doing better than I deserve. Then I thought about it. I was like, no, I deserve this life. I got a great life. I deserve it. I deserve it. Talk to me, sis. What's your take on this topic? Are Black women protected?
No, not at all. Nope.
Speak on it.
Nah. I was listening to these conversations today about this, and all I kept hearing was It was a reason to blame her. And I'm like, why would a man hit a woman in the face with a brick? For what? But I remember in my early 20s, women was getting shot for not giving these men
Yep.
they phone number.
Yep. Especially when cell phones came out. Remember the dudes used to test the number right in front of you?
Yep.
You gave me a fake number, ho. You ugly anyway, bitch. All that extra stuff, right?
All that stuff you gotta go through. And then, like, I understand it's not my business, but you a citizen, so call the police. If you ain't gonna intervene, at least call the police.
No, you can't be doing no snitching now.
I don't have a no snitching policy. I advocate snitching.
She said, I advocate snitching. You tell it.
I'm on. Look, I sell souls. Hey, this one right here, Diddy. Get the blueberries and cherries. Yeah.
The irony of this, though, I don't know if you heard my intro. The same people who say, mind my business, I'm not going to do anything, are the same people that say, hey, all those people shouldn't have stood around and watched George Floyd die. You know what I mean?
It's a disdain towards black women. Okay.
Why do you say that?
Because if you sit around and listen to these faces, it is every reason to not protect a black woman. Like, she had to be doing something like that. Even with Carlisha Hood had that incident with that dude, the conversations that were surrounding it, and I was just like, do y'all see this man? Y'all see how this man hit that woman?
Hold on, I don't remember that. What?
Oh, you remember the 14-year-old boy shot that dude and killed him?
Hold on, Carlisha Hood. Who is that?
Yeah, Carlisha Hood was in the hamburger hot dog joint in Chicago, and that man was punching her in her face. Her 14-year-old son got out the car and shot him.
Okay, I don't remember her name. Yeah, I did a story about it. I forgot her name though. I'm sorry.
I
was stuck with the lady who faked her kidnapping. I thought that was Carlisha.
Oh no, that's something else.
Her name is similar to that, but okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember that. People said that. People are dealing with that too.
It's a disdain for black women. You know what? I think it's a combination of I don't need a man, and the men feeling some kind of way about that, and then like when they don't need them, when anything can happen to them, or when something happens to them, oh, I bet you need a man now. It wouldn't matter. Y'all said y'all wasn't gonna do nothing. Like, that's crazy. And then the dudes that was there, the one dude that talked, he said if he could do it all over again, he'll let him get hit again.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And what? Like, you ain't gonna say nothing. And then I was listening to her story, and she's like, basically the dude was threatening to hit her with the brick before he actually hit her with the brick, and none of the dudes said nothing. Like, I understand not putting yourself in harm's way for a stranger because you don't know what's going on or what history they may have or whatever. But like, since when do men not tell a dude they doing too much?
Yeah, I can picture now. Right now, my thing is, where's the rest of the footage? Because in the day and times we're in right now, as soon as he grabbed the grip, okay, her name was Carly Russell. Thank you, Tracy. Usually when things like this happen, people start pulling out their phones. Even before he hits her with the brick, some people will be picking up the phones and be saying, you know, World Star and all of that shit. Like, shit, I'm surprised none of this is on tape, like no other angle.
It's probably just a bunch of dudes out there, dudes. And then, you know, they not necessarily black Americans, so they probably ain't thought about putting out no phone in their moment. They probably just watching the food.
Question, is it possible none of those guys probably want to get involved? I ain't gonna say all of them, and I don't want to generalize or speculate too much, but shit, we speculating. Put a case on me. That they didn't want to get involved because, like, man, I don't want to get involved and get deported.
That's a possibility too. That is a possibility.
Okay.
But it's still, you don't pick up no brick and just hit no woman in the face and don't nobody say nothing. Like, they didn't even call the police. Didn't nobody get the license plate number of the car he was in? Nothing? That's crazy.
I don't know. Somebody said, shout out to Wanda Villa Dorilla. He said, Mark, she has multiple GoFundMe accounts for same issues. And one she accused, no cops, no accused people. Hold up. Let me read that again. Mark, she has multiple GoFundMe accounts for the same issues. Hold up. Excuse me. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't mean to sneeze, y'all. I couldn't hit the mute button fast enough. Hold on, is this true?
She got I know of one that she had back in 2020. I don't know about the multiple. But she had a.
What? Give me the backstory. What happened?
I don't know the backstory. I just know that she had a GoFundMe up for an incident she had at a nightclub back in 2020.
Oh.
But even if she did,
a brick then too?
Huh?
Did she get hit with a brick back then too? Like,
no, I don't think so. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people bring that up, but she was clearly in a hospital gown, and her face is clearly swollen. So, like, I don't know what one got to do with the other. Some man hit this woman in the face with a brick. I don't care if she had 1,500 GoFundMe up. We got an issue when men can just bust women in the head with bricks and nothing be said about it. Yeah. Nobody gets prosecuted. Like, it's a man that's running around hitting women with bricks. Okay, your sister outside, your mama outside, your auntie outside, your grandma outside, and so is he. Like, what is we talking about?
Okay. Shout out to my boy Juan Epoxy Magic. Let me give him the drop.
I got 5 on it.
He said nobody was accused. Well, she says she don't know him. I remember seeing that in the hospital. Shout out to Juan for the super chat, man. Thanks so much for supporting this stream, because I definitely can't monetize this content. So I will not be able to run any ad revenue on this. So any donation was definitely appreciated if you guys like this type of content.
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
But Juan, if she don't know the person, how can you accuse them? You don't know who they are, right? People get away with crime all the time, right?
The crazy part is them dudes that was standing up there know who he is.
Why would you assume that they know who he is?
Just based off of that dude conversation, the one of them that did talk, he kind of said, yeah, we know who he is. Like, okay, so you're not going to tell her who he is? That's crazy. All because you don't like the content or what she believes. Because she's a so-called feminist, that means she deserves to get hit in the face with bricks. That's crazy.
Yeah, when I heard somebody else hit me up today too, one of my homies, he was like, I guess he had saw my video, and he just texted me out of nowhere. He said, 33,000 on the GoFundMe already. And I was like, I called him instant. I was like, I don't get it. What's the point? I was like, she had to pay for it's not free to go to the emergency room in America. Actually, it costs a lot.
She said that she can't eat for a week, but she still got to go to work because she don't got a job that's gonna give her the time off.
Yeah,
she ain't balling.
Which is crazy, right? That a job won't see her face and say, "Okay, stay at home till you get yourself together," right? I just find that troubling. That I don't see. I'm sorry, Juan. You my man, 50 grand and a half. But when I see that lady face like that, bro, and see her crying like that, maybe it's because I'm a father, I'm a husband, I got a little girl, I got sisters. Not saying you guys don't. It's just I find this disturbing. I find it troubling. Because she could have died.
Yeah, they could have killed her. That's why I'm like, why are they sitting up here having these types of conversations? But I personally feel like,
I mean,
huh?
I said, I don't care about if she had a GoFundMe or not. I see her face. Something happened here. That's a real hematoma on the side of her face. And then when she described it, when she was in the hospital, she did her arm back twice or 2 or 3 times. I was like, so damn, he hit her like more than once?
No, he was threatening to hit her. That's why she was mad at them dudes. Because he kept motioning like, you know how they be, bitch, I hit, bitch, you know, with the jump. He kept doing that with that brick. So there was plenty of opportunity for somebody to tell him to chill. You know, bro, you doing too much. They just stood there.
Now, is during that time, why couldn't she have ran too?
He probably could have, but I think he said that she was with her friend.
Okay. Her friend should have ran first. Go get the police.
Yeah, they should have walked away, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You know, it is some women out here that feel like they can contend with me. So.
Right, and even if they do think that, like I was said in my video earlier, like, let's say hypothetically she was saying, hit me then, motherfucker, you gonna hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. That don't mean you supposed to do it.
Right. I agree with you. I mean, but me personally, myself, just for my own personal safety, I'm not finna sit up here and fight no dude. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna run and call the police. That's what I'm gonna do. But some of them want to stand their ground, you know.
All right, so let's say you were there. What would you have done?
I would have left and called the police. I wouldn't even. I probably would have told him, "I'm gonna call the police on you."
You was like, "I'm calling him." You would have got at least got him on camera too, right? You would have got his face or his
I
car.
would have picked up that phone and dialed 911 right there while he was standing there. Like, I am being harassed by some nigga I don't know. Can y'all please send the authority?
Somebody said, yeah, I absolutely fucked up as a grown man to hit a female with a fucking. Yeah, it's absolutely okay. He's messed up for a grown man to hit a female with a brick. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. No matter what she said to this dude, I don't think she could have said anything other than "I'm gonna kill you." You know what I'm saying? Other than her threatening violence. And I mean, even then, like, nigga, I beat your ass. All right, whatever. Get him up.
Like, okay.
Like, come on, bro. Like, cause I'm telling you, man, I don't know this dude from Adam, but 9 times out of 10, dudes who do stuff like this are usually weak ass dudes, cowards, and definitely don't have this type of energy for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. I think black men scared of each other.
What you mean?
Community wise. From all the conversations that I've heard today and the things that I hear these men saying, I think they not gonna confront other men because they scared of them.
Oh yeah. And that's a general thing that right there. And that is definitely something we talked about too. Some people are just scared. Most people don't know how to deal with conflict or confrontation. Fight or flight, most people gonna take flight. Most people take flight. Very few people stand their ground and say, "Hold up, bro, you tripping? Who you talking to? That ain't about to happen." Somebody said the Somalia community believe in not helping their women. They feel they have been westernized and don't follow their culture. Really? Where you get that from, Tracy? You ever heard of that before, Queen Sunkiss?
I mean, a lot of Somalians are Muslims, so I can believe it.
Oh, so by her being not sticking with their culture and stuff, they wouldn't help her because she's not.
You know what they do to women over there? Some of the simplest things.
But chances are those dudes out there aren't following their culture neither. After all, they had the club too, just like she had a club.
But I mean, what does that matter?
No, that I read. I thought you were replying to that.
No, that don't even matter in America. You know what I'm saying? The men feel like they can do whatever they want to do simply because they mean. That's like a global phenomenon when it comes to the relationships between men and women.
My boy Juan said he thinks she's faking scenarios, but this scenario has been verified by somebody else who was there. He don't seem like he in on it because he damn sure didn't give a damn about her. And that hematoma on her face is real, bro. We can't deny that. That's a real hematoma. Philip H said I would have been shocked had she got slapped but she got hit with a fucking brick. Man, that's nuts. And people acting like she halfway deserved it. That's what we saying. People think she deserved it.
People crazy. I don't know what it is that these men want from these women in order to, have some type of order of behavior, what we don't do and what is not acceptable when it comes to these women. But it is crazy how folks is out here trying to justify a man hitting a woman in the face with a brick. Like, I can't think of nothing that she could have done for him to just pick up a brick and hit her in the face.
I don't understand this, Tracy. Tracy said there's more to the story. She said she saw try to get into one car with some guys, but ended up getting into a car with some girls. Look, I was gonna get some Fruit Loops today. I ended up getting Captain Crunch. Like, I'm not reading this right, or I don't understand the correlation. I'm sure it's way more to the story than a 5 minute, a 3 minute live. I'm sure it's more to it than that. But it's very possible she was about to get into the car with some guys and ended up getting in the car with the girls. There's nothing wrong with that. And let's be clear, once you get hit in the head with a brick, your eggs are scrambled a little bit. It's very possible.
He talking about the dude that hit her. He was trying to get in the car with some dudes and he couldn't get in there, so he got in the car with some girls. And like when she said that, it sounded like to me, if that was the case, they probably set her up.
She should have been able to give a description of the car. How close was the car to her, Tracy? The car could have been across the street. The car could have been parked 4 cars down. It's outside a club and it's nighttime. Maybe she did have a description of the car and she gave that to the police. Just because she didn't give the description of the car on the live stream doesn't mean, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She could have, when he got there, what kind of car it was? It was a white car. She don't know if it, hey look, she might not know a Malibu from a Kia from an Altima. She just knows it's a white car. And maybe she did tell that to the police. You see how that works though, Queen? Like,
yeah.
Like people are trying to discredit her. And I ain't talking about you per se, Tracy. I'm just saying in general, people will say, I've heard things like that today too. It was like, she should have called the police. I was like, how you know she didn't call the police? Y'all had like police teleport to black people when we call them. Such and such happened in Houston. You know how much other shit happened in Houston last night? Okay. She got hit with a brick. Okay, they coming. They're going to get there when they get there. In the meantime, she went live and told her people what was going on. Somebody was like, why would you go live after you got hit with a brick? I was like, bro, why do people go live after getting shot? I've seen people get shot and oh shit, they don't shot me, gang. Pull up. How many times you seen celebrities, or not even celebrities, celebrities, get their ass whooped or something happened to them? People cut the live on and show their face. Or taking pictures of their wounds. Remember August Alsino said, yeah, I just got drunk by Tory Lanez and took some pictures of his face? Why do people do what they do? These smartphones make people do a lot of weird stuff. So it's very possible she did give the police a description. She might not have gave the YouTube audience a description. Somebody said, says a lot about men in society. I would have at very least tried to talk dude down. What about that, Queen? What you think of that? You think people could have said, hey, what you doing, man? Stop. Hey, bro, chill.
Yeah, I'm not saying that nobody should have jumped in front of the man and tried to fight him or none of that. But if he got a brick and he's threatening her with the brick, ain't nobody gonna tell him he doing too much. Like, they didn't say nothing. They just stood there and watched. That's crazy to me.
Somebody said no police report filed. How do we know that? I don't even know Shorty's real name to even do the research on it. I can look it up though. If I knew her name. Anybody got her real Hot Boy 95, what's her real name? So I can look it up and do a double check. Because you said no police report filed. You gotta get that from somewhere, or you just make that up, or
Yeah, I highly doubt that because if she went to the emergency room, they was gonna call the police.
yeah, she got hit with a brick. In the
Right.
first place. But they calling the police in the emergency room. I don't know about Texas and how Houston work, but everywhere else I live in Atlanta, you pull up in the ER and got hit in the head with a brick. They're gonna call 911 for you.
Yeah, they calling the police.
They trying to get paid too. Somebody want somebody to pay this ER bill. Yeah, I agree with that. Tracy said, I tell my daughters don't argue or get in a man's face. But even then, what do you tell your sons though? What do we tell our sons when a woman is arguing and getting in your face? Because everybody's not gonna be like that. You feel me, Quinn? Or daughter.
Always this focus on the women and what the women should do with. She shouldn't do this to a man. Why is he even in her face like that? And then she didn't get in his face. He was in hers. He approached her for her phone number. So what women supposed to do every time some degenerate male show up? We supposed to tuck tail and run every time? You go in the store to get your groceries. Here comes some dude following you around the store. Now you got to leave your grocery basket and run to your car and leave because you a woman. What is we saying?
Yeah. What do you teach your sons? What do we teach young boys about dealing with women like in this situation? Let's say everything they said is true. She was loud. She was obnoxious. She did skits on YouTube where she would slap people. Let's say she's a feminist and said I don't need a man. Let's say all of that is true.
My son is not to put his hands on nobody.
Yeah.
Unless he is defending himself. The only time he has permission to put his hands on somebody to defend himself. That's it. And even when it's a girl, if she ain't harming him, then go get somebody. Go get your sister. Hell, come get your mama. You don't got to hit her. But if it's at the point where she whooping on you like you feel like you have to defend herself, you ain't gotta beat her to the ground. Just go on and knock her off her feet one good time. I bet she leave you alone.
Hold on. That's what you tell your sons?
Yep.
Hold on, you told them to knock her off her feet?
Hell yeah.
What you mean knock off her feet? Like with a karate sweep?
I mean knock her ass smooth out. Cause you got some women that really think that they can whoop a man. And there have been men that have gotten hurt by women. I'm not teaching my son that he let a woman hurt him. Now if you feel like she an actual threat to you, go on and knock her ass clean off her feet. I bet she leave you alone. But other than that, keep your hands to yourself.
Juan, I seen that video, and that video, even at the bottom of that video, it said it was a skit. It's not real. Like these people were all in on it for entertainment purposes. I saw that video, but like I say, even if that's true, what do we teach our sons and young boys when you dealing with a woman like that? Do we tell them violence is the answer? Grab a brick, hit a bit? Like sound like a rap song, right?
It do sound like a rap song.
Hit that bit. No, that's not the answer, man. Might sound good behind the beat. Somebody chop this up, but in all theory though, no, but that's not the way to go. Let me get Juan Davila to drop though. But I did see that video, Juan. I actually referenced it in the video I did about the story.
I got 5 on it.
Shout out to Juan Davila, the Rilla, aka Epoxy Magic. Thanks for supporting the show in a major way. God knows we need it. So you tell your son to go and beat a girl up?
No. I tell him to keep his hands to himself, and if she not a threat to him, go get his sister or come find his mama. If she a threat, then yeah, drop her where she stands.
How do you perceive a threat then?
A threat means she can hurt him.
By the girl just getting loud? So in this
No. She can hurt him. You don't know the difference between somebody that hit you and you can take them, you probably can knock them out. Somebody that hit you and you know you got to go ahead and stand your ground. Yeah.
Since I've been in martial arts, man, and being around boxing, like I don't go by that. I know learned a long time ago. a little guy can beat up a big guy. And I seen big guys go in that boxing gym and get their ass whooped, dog walk. I seen them get beat up in Taekwondo class, dog walk their white belts. You know what I'm saying?
talking about if this chick hit my son, and my son feel like he can't walk away, he feel like he needs to go and fight, then he gonna knock her ass out.
Yeah, because I'm 40 plus years old, right? To this day, I've never been in no situation like that where, because let's keep it real, people have spidey senses. You know when the shit is getting too hot. Even on these YouTube spaces, on these streams, right? You can sense the energy in the room where somebody's starting to get a little out of hand. It started with a little slick remark here and a little slick remark there, and then it just keeps escalating and escalating. And before you know it, you're a bitch or you're a punk, broke ass nigga or whatever. People see the tension and feel people escalating.
Right.
I always had great spidey senses about things like that. Well, not always. I developed it over time, right?
Right.
I don't get into those things with women. To this day, I've never been in a straight up screaming match with especially a stranger. Now, granted, I dated women and we got back and forth and she might got a little loud. I got a little loud, and then I realized, hold up, you're yelling or she's yelling, and I shut all the way down. And then I disappear. I just leave.
Right.
Car, I go in the studio. I remove myself from that situation because it takes two people to argue, but you could be mad by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But some of these women, they ain't built the same. some of these women is built for it too. Okay.
Yeah, but I just know my skill set. I'm just keeping it a buck. Not to sound arrogant. I just know my skill set.
But see, that's different.
So
you got hands.
Do to a woman, huh?
Yeah, I said that's different. You got hands. Your hands registered.
Nah, that's not a real thing. You don't gotta register your hand.
I'm just saying, if you got hands, then that's different.
I'm sure a lot of these dudes think they got hands too, and they still choose to beat on women.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think no dude should be beating on no woman like they like. Even I feel like even if it is a situation where you do got to go ahead and knock her ass out, like I don't believe no dude should just be beating a woman into the ground either. Like that's crazy. The whole dude. But I don't know. I guess the rules is different.
Let me add a caveat to it. What if she spit in his face?
Bro, look, if a woman spit in a man's face, I don't feel no sympathy with what happened to her after that.
Yeah, but my thing is, you grab a weapon. I ain't trying to say you should slap a girl, choke her, push her, or hit her with your fist. But all of that is better than a brick.
Yeah, I don't even know what he hit her in the face with a brick.
Straight to, like, that's some shit Craig did to Debo. Like, that's what you do to the neighborhood bully, right? Like, to be fair, I'm not above grabbing a brick and hitting a nigga in the head with a brick too. Like, I ain't above it. All right, I'm straight for the weaponry. But dude, you grabbed the brick on the lady.
I mean, he could have pushed her down or something. He ain't have to hit her though.
Yeah, because I
killed that one.
Myself something like for the people, because somebody asked me that earlier. Mark, what if she spit in his face? What would you, or spit in your face? You know they always add it like that. Mark, what if she spit in your face? What you gonna do? I said I ain't never been in that situation. I don't know what that would feel like, but I would want to believe I would have enough self-control to get this bitch away from me. You know what I'm saying? I know for 1,000,000%.
You're a better man than I ever would be, because I swear to God.
Grabbing a brick though. Who knows? My to slap her rew quick or do something. I don't know what. I never been in that situation in my life.
She definitely catch a fade. That's for sure.
I know for 1,000,000%. I'm not gonna stop. Look to my right. Grab something off a construction site. I half a boulder and shit and hit her in her head like she marching for civil rights with Dr. King. Like I know I'm not gonna do that. I know I'm not gonna do that. I got way too much self-control for that. Way too much discipline. Way too much discipline. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I just can't see myself doing. Maybe, like I said, I'm 41 years old, dog. I've never been in no, and I dated a lot of women all over the country, and I traveled all over the world. I've never been in a situation like that anywhere. At any time where me and a stranger and a woman, yeah, nigga, and blah, blah. Hey, look, I worked for Rent-A-Center before and picked up people's furniture, and I won't go in there with the ladies like that. I had to come take her kid's bunk bed. Worked at Rent-A-Wheel, had to take niggas' wheels off their tires. I ain't even argue with them like that. I might have had some people say some colorful language towards me. You know, very figurative language. But whatever. Shit, I got your ID and your social security number. You know what I'm saying? You signed a contract to get this merch. I got to pick the merch up. You know what I'm saying? They know that shit ain't. I don't own the company. So it is what it is, man. Like, I just can't fathom what me personally would do, but I would love to believe 1,000,000% strong that I would not, even if somebody, a woman, that woman has spit in my face that night, I would not have grabbed a brick. Now, like I said, I don't know how quick my reflexes are. Now, I might would have gave her something though. She might have got something bad.
Yeah, that's a reflex move. You sit in my face, I ain't grabbing no brick. You don't catch me in the face.
Yeah, like something happens right then, maybe, possibly. I don't think I'm the type that would just wipe it off and be like, all right, yo, you got that off. I'm out of here. No, I'm already gone. I know when this shit is getting intense when I'm talking to a certain type of people, especially our people. Our people, we go straight to the violence a lot of times.
Yep.
I say it on the show all the time. I'm like, you know, niggas kill each other for less, right?
Way less. That's what I'm saying.
We kill each other for stepping on a shoe by accident. No, I'm out here. That's why I always end the show with the same shit every night. Respect is free. Disrespect can cost you. Everybody say it with me. Everything. Your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. I end the show with the same shit every night. These ain't just catchphrases I put on t-shirts. And part of that respect sometimes just comes with holding your tongue. Keep that shit to yourself. Tell it to somebody who really give a fuck about your opinion. Take that shit home, tell your wife, your kids. Shit, talk to your dog. Even on the show, you'll hit me all the time, Queen. Somebody up here, we arguing too much. We going back and forth. Fair enough. All right, let's table it. Let's table it right there.
Right.
All right, let's table it right there. We'll revisit this another time. Well, I'm like, fair enough. Fair enough. You got it. But most of this shit don't mean that much to me. Because I know if we keep going back and forth, it's going to turn into an argument. 9 times out of 10, it turns into an argument. I don't want to disrespect you, and I'm not going to let you disrespect me. So, fair enough. Let's just move on.
Right.
I'm not here to agree with everything you say, and you ain't here to agree with everything I've said. That's what makes life dope. We're people. But most people don't have conflict resolution skills. Most people don't know how to argue intelligently. Once we start arguing long enough back and forth, it'll just turn into a, well, fuck you, man. Or and then we insult. You don't want to spit insults out because you can't attack the argument, so then you want to attack the individual.
Right.
I don't operate like that.
Yep. But them the conversations that they don't want to have. So there's so many other conversations that can be had besides, oh, it's her fault because she did this, that, and the third. Like, come on. These are larger issues.
Let's say she did because the dude asked for a number and she didn't say. It might. I definitely. Somebody in the chat said Mark is more to the story. I believe that wholeheartedly. I don't believe somebody asked her for her number. She said no, and he just grabbed the brick and hit her. Is it possible? Hell yeah. Do I believe
me? Because I had a 40-year-old man punch me in my face when I was 14.
So what?
I said I believe it because I had a 40-year-old man punch me in my face when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
Because I wouldn't let him molest my sister and my cousin.
Wow. What you mean you wouldn't let him? What happened?
I heard my sister kept saying, "Quick, get off me," and I looked, and he was touching all over her. So I walked over there, and I was like, "Yo, get your hands off my sister." And he made a little comment, and he walked off. And then I went back to doing what I was doing. And this is crazy because We was outside talking to the other teenagers in the neighborhood, the bulk of which happen to be boys. They see these, don't none of them get involved though. So I'm over there having my conversation, and then I hear my cousin screaming. I looked up, I'm like, what is she doing? I find her, the man is chasing her around the apartment complex. So I go chasing him. So when he looked back and he seen that I was behind him, he stopped chasing her and run away from me. And then we thought he had left. So we, went on, settled down with our conversations. That man, the double back came around and punched me inside of my face, and I slid across the car I was sitting on.
Okay, let me before I go to Canada back. I lost him. Hot Boy 95. Let me address him real quick. I did not say that, Hot Boy. Nowhere in this conversation have we talked about self-defense. I definitely believe, and under no circumstances. I definitely said under no circumstances. No, I didn't say that. I never said that. I never said that. If you want to defend, if somebody is attacking you, yes, defend yourself. But to go on the offense because you don't like somebody's words, especially a woman's words, I don't condone that. You try to get some girl number, she don't want to give you a number. I don't condone that. I don't condone shit, even arguing with women too long, bro. I don't like to argue with niggas. You know what I'm saying? All we're not doing on shows because it's entertainment. It's to add some entertainment. But even in that, it's a point where we got to shut that down. Like I said, I'll be like, fair enough. All right, it's all good. Well, we can leave it there for now. But defense is different. And again, on this YouTube, shit, what's the worst gonna happen? Y'all gonna call each other bitches, niggas, and then y'all gonna block each other or not talk to each other. I get it. But like I said, in real life, people kill each other for less. So I don't even get into arguments with women like that. Not about to be going back and forth with no women like that. And it's not because I think they're less of me. It's just I don't know where it's gonna go. But I know, like I said, niggas kill each other for less. I know the end game is disrespect. Once we start arguing, the end game after that is disrespect. Who's gonna disrespect the person the most? And I choose not to be a part of that. But yeah, somebody assaulting you, definitely defend yourself. Definitely defend yourself. Me personally though, I avoid confrontation a lot of times like that. Because like I said, I know the end game. It's not gonna go nowhere. It's gonna be disrespect and it's gonna be some violence. Cam the Bat was in the building. What up, fam?
Yo, what up, Marq Nash? What's the deal, bro?
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed.
Man, one love to you, my brother. One love to you, man.
What's your take on this topic, man? It's a hot topic going out there.
Yo, I'm a keep it 1,000. Buddy was hella weak for that. That was hella weak. Like I don't condone putting your hands on a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I don't condone women putting their hands on men. But like at the end of the day, bro, you know niggas get rejected every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Like
facts.
You know, if you can't accept being rejected, that means you've never, ever been able to be told no in your life. You was the kid that got told no and threw a temper tantrum until you got what you wanted. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now, on the flip side of that, you know, that created a monster because now you feel like nobody is supposed to tell you no. And the moment a motherfucker do tell you no, you feel like you gonna take what it is that you want. You get where I'm going with this? You pick up what I'm putting down? Mm-hmm. This how motherfuckers like that be created, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Men are prideful creatures. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's one thing to feel, because when a man feels disrespected, it feel like all bets are off, all the gloves come off, everything goes out the window. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers just feel like they gotta prove their point and get their point across and show that which is the stupidest shit to me. You know what I mean? But like I say, bro, you know what I mean? That was weak as shit. You know, yeah, Shorty might have been a little burnt out, you know what I'm saying, doing the shit that she was doing. She might be loud, she might be obnoxious, she might even be flat out disrespectful, but that doesn't warrant you having to put your hands on her. You know what I'm saying? It's just point blank, pure and simple. You know, I can get my point across without, you know, putting hands on you. You know what I mean? I don't condone that shit. That's weak. That's cowardly to me. Like I say, a man shouldn't have to put his hands on a woman in no respect. Now defending himself, I completely understand. You know, like I say, I don't condone hitting women, but I'll beat a bitch ass. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna defend myself. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is I'll even try to go as far as to de-escalate the situation and even try and walk away and remove myself from it. You know what I'm saying? But for me to just, you know, stand and allow somebody to beat on me, nah, that ain't happening. Man or woman, woman, boy, girl, baby, dog.
What happens if you're there, Cam? My question is, you're there, you see this happen. What do? Do you call the police? You get your camera out, at least get the tag?
I mean, I'd already checked, buddy. Like, man, hold on, G, you tripping, my nigga. You gonna hit her with a brick for not giving her your number, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have talked about her, clowned on her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Like, niggas do this shit all the time. Fuck you, then buckethead bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, now she a bitch because she didn't want to give you the number. You know what I'm saying? But the ass was fat 2 seconds ago when you was trying to get on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could have said what you had to say, accepted your little rejection and gone about your business. But you trying to pick a brick up and put hands on shorty? Nah. You know, and the thing of it is like the society is so, motherfuckers is so sensitive or looking for a reason to be offended about shit. And it's so stupid. Like, you know, the fact of another man stepping in and speaking up and saying, hey man, you tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, bro? You tripping? What you gonna hit this woman with a brick and she don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? She wanna holler at you. Now it's you trying to save this bitch, you trying to cape for this bitch. You must be trying to get on with the bitch too. You must like her too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now she all kind of bitches and hoes. There's all kind of disrespect going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit is so, I don't get it, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, that shit is real weak to me. That shit is hella weak.
Sensible man, I done heard on this topic all night.
What about, now, Queen, what about this though? Now, remember that bus driver? It was an older man, was a bus driver.
Yeah.
Spit in his face.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You spit in my face, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you.
Yeah.
Spitting on me is assault.
Hold on. He didn't. I don't think it was a one-hitter quitter.
Yeah, he gave her the uppercut.
He did his
He opened the door and pushed her off the bus, right?
He did what he was supposed to do, and I signed the petition for that man to be able to keep his job. Because you don't spit in nobody's face, especially not no elder. And that man was an elder compared to her crazy behind.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Spitting on somebody, that's considered assault. Like, shit, in my mind, I don't know what you got, nigga. You got AIDS, bitch. You trying to take me out the game. You feel them? Like, that's how I feel. I don't know what you got. You trying to infect me. You trying to take me out.
There was a lot of people that was doing that to people, like spit on somebody.
Yeah, you get your ass whooped for that,
man.
I don't know. I know when I was growing up black, man, it was two things you didn't do. You ain't spit on nobody and you ain't kick nobody. Because you did either one of those two things, you guaranteed the ass whoop.
No lie.
So, I don't know where all this disrespectful nonsense come from. Because I know them was the ones who you didn't do them two things. I don't care what household you came from. If you was black, we all knew that you didn't do that. So this stuff where people...
It was some key golden rules, like Queen just said. Look, you keep your hands to yourself. You keep your feet on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You don't spit on nobody. You know what I mean? What was the other one? You don't talk back to your elders. You don't disrespect your elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I for real. But them two, yeah, that's just a part of keeping your hands to yourself.
Cam, those morals about disrespecting our elders, come on, fam. They don't even teach that no more.
They don't.
Grandma 35, her damn self.
Still thinking she young.
36-year-old grandma, Joe. I know one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. This shit it's all twisted up to me, man. It's all mixed up. I don't get it. Then, like I say though, you know what I mean? Like it comes a certain time where you got to put your pride to the side. You know what I mean? Like I done been played to the side by a female in front of a group of her friends type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that happened all the time to you, I'm sure. Go ahead. Tell me one of them.
Rude.
Mark, you realize I look better than you, right? Have you looked in the mirror, sir?
You look, you and your loved one's supposed to say that.
You damn right.
You if you leave your girl around me, nigga.
Nah, bro. Vice versa, but it's okay. Listen,
we're gonna be doing it well.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Marq Nash. I'm listen. I can leave mine around you and leave, and I'm good. I don't have them kind of problems. You feel me?
Like, Mark, you ain't gonna want her.
Nah, my demonstration is that solid.
Whatever.
It's that solid, baby.
All right.
You know,
looking at you on this sweatsuit, ain't nothing about you solid, nigga.
Shit. Hey, don't let that wide yellow middle fool you.
You look like you got a colostomy bag under your shirt right here.
Nah, there's something going on up under there, young man. That's
hey, melons out the Grover or something. Like,
your female loved ones will tell you that's a storage compartment, nigga. That turned into a 6-pack at the right time. You hear me?
Stealing clothes. Stealing clothes.
He's a booster.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, man. This is a crazy one, man. It's very disappointing that so many people are looking for reasons to just try to poke holes in her story instead of trying to say, why did this happen? Because regardless, she got hit with something. She definitely got hit with something. So I don't know why people say, well, she got her GoFundMe got 33,000. She definitely went to the hospital for that hematoma.
I can't lie, I'm petty. I just
she got bleeding on the brain, so she's gonna leave us some deals. But let's go to Champion Heart. Okay.
My brother, salute.
What's poppin'?
It's all good. Cam, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, my guy? How you doing, family?
It's all good. It's all good. Miss Sunkiss, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Salute to my brothers and sisters in the chat. I didn't jump in the chat, man. I just came right on because I saw you was on. I was check you out.
Light button either. I see all these new people typing, but the light is going down.
Yeah, no, I hit the like button, brother.
A lot of dislikes tonight. I guess I know who that is based off who disagree with me.
I hit the like before I hit the link.
Yeah, I always hit the like button, brother.
Yeah, that was a ball.
Hey, Champion, I look at it in real time. Trust me, it didn't go up. Okay, it just went up. 30 major likes. Okay, appreciate y'all.
Right.
But it's like the people voting in the chat like, nah, fuck this. Fuck, I don't agree with you, so I got to dislike the whole topic. I'm working. Bring my apron here. I'm cooking, man. Whether you like it or not. You don't got to like the topic or agree with me. You click the like for me being available. Go ahead, Champion Heart. Whatever.
Yeah. On this topic here tonight, man, I hate to come in here sounding like my brothers at Deuce Times, but
who?
Deuce. I hate to come in sounding like him. But you did mention it.
About free FBA. That's his main thing. He keeps saying.
Is that his name?
FBA.
He changed it. Okay, he changed it.
No. Deuce said we should not be involved with non-FBA, like fundamental Black Americans or
right. Exactly. And now you did touch on it a little bit when you said that it was a cultural type thing, and I wanted to come in and expound on that. And you're right. You know what I'm saying? It's not brothers raised in America don't do stuff like that. We don't hit women with bricks if they reject us. You know what I'm saying? That's not a thing. I don't know if you've ever hung out with brothers and sisters from the diaspora, but I have. I've dated women from the diaspora, and the way that they are treated over there, and when they come over here, they have the little enclave and their little groups, you know, and the things that their women, once they get here, they feel that it's okay to, you know, they can get away with certain things that they normally wouldn't be able to get away with in their country. And brothers from the diaspora, when they see, you know, the type of actions, type of things that she's doing, being, you know, what we would call ratchet, and, you know, going overboard and just kind of, you know, being abrasive and things like that. You know, they would say that she is acting. They would call her names like a Sharir. They say certain things like she's acting like a ghetto nigga, things of that sort. And I've been around these brothers and sisters, and I've heard this type of language. And I just kind of sit back and say, "Oh, is that how she acting, huh?" You know what I'm saying? So it's how
long she been in America? Like, did she come over here as a toddler? Like, generation was her family, and she was born.
Yeah, well, she was. I think the article that I read, she was born in Kenya, but she's Somali, okay. and they were. How long she been here? Yeah. I'm not sure how long she's been here, but
that matters, right?
Yeah, that does matter. But if her name, if this is who I think it is, her name, that in the article that I was kind of going through, her name was Rhoda Admon, something like that. Because they're saying that this is something that she does. They said in 2020 she had a GoFundMe with some cat attacked her, and she got like $5 or $6 grand with that GoFundMe, and now her new GoFundMe, I think is.
Hey, look, does that matter if she was just because it happened once or twice?
No, well, according to what they were accusing her of, they're saying this is something that she does. From what I understood, from what I was reading.
I don't know about that tech before, but can you see her face right now?
Of course, yeah, I see it. But see, and that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Bro.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how if you've been around brothers from the diaspora, but the way that women are treated in because she's Somalian, and that was a Somalian dude that did that to her. The way that they're treated over there, you know what I'm saying? Then they're looking at her as if you know she is doing what she's doing here because she knows she can't do that there. That's how they're looking at her.
That's why I asked you, where was she raised at? Because if she just immigrated here a year or two ago, okay, boom. But let's say she was born in Kenya and been in America.
I mean, they moved around. They moved around in different African countries.
How old is she?
Shit.
Take a guess.
I'm trying to remember.
Anybody know? Anybody in the chat? Anybody on the panel?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
30?
But
30? Is that fair?
I would say that, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to pull that article up. I think it did mention her age.
I got you. Let's just say it's 30.
Okay.
She been in America since she was 5.
Well, no, she hadn't been in. I think she's been in America after that. She wasn't that young in America.
How old was she? Was she 10?
I'm trying to find this article.
School over here, like in elementary, middle school, high school, college. Because it sounds like, because if she's 30, even if she came over here at 10 or 12, let's say she came over here at 12, she spent her formidable years here in America.
Right. Well, I don't think that's the case, but go ahead.
Bro, she don't look like she old enough when she just came over here like a couple years ago. She definitely looked like she don't even have an accent. The other dude had an accent when he was talking about her.
Mm-hmm.
My point is this.
See, that's another thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's better than my information, but you ain't even got the real information. You can't. If you get to speculate, I get to speculate too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that's fair?
No, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
You get to speculate. I get to speculate.
Well, I mean, I'm not speculating. I'm just trying to remember offhand what the article was saying. I'm not really speculating. I'm just really trying to remember off the top of my head without having the article right in front of me.
So you trying to remember then, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, I was just, I just kind of, wanted to, to touch on that, man. This is because if you notice the video that I sent you, that was a Somalian dude. And basically what he was saying is he wouldn't do nothing again if it happened in front of him.
But the way that guy sound and talk, he seemed moist as fuck. I don't think he would have did nothing if somebody slapped his mama. That's me. He sounds soft and moist. Little dude. He don't sound like he gonna do nothing to nobody anyway.
Right.
He looked like a kid. Like a kid to me.
Yeah.
Like, or a little bit over a teenager. Now, granted, that could be that good blood, but that's just my assessment, because it was like he said she deserved it without saying
that's right. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? This is how their women are treated there. You know what I'm saying?
There, y'all are in America,
right?
You can't do that shit in Houston,
right? But see, the thing, like I said, if you've never, it's if she was at a Somalian club where they all hang out, you know what I'm saying? You got to read the room. You got to know, where you are. You know what I'm saying? So her thing is, because I'm here in America, what I would normally wouldn't be able to get away with, I can get away with here. But if that club is full of Somalian dudes and they're looking at it as, the way that you're acting, you know what I'm saying? It's not how you would act, in our homeland. Like you said, you're here in America now, so you gotta change. You can't keep, you can't bring that tribal shit here.
So Dave was at a Somalian club.
Yeah, from what I understand.
Okay. What up, Nene? Paige, what up? Oh no, fam. So what's your take? You think she deserved it, or you think it's fake?
No, bro. No. You know better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about everybody with this topic.
Yeah. You know better than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. But I was just making reference of the. I was just kind of piggybacking off of what you were saying when you said it's the cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? I was just bringing light to that. But you know better than that, man. You know damn well I don't get down like that.
What would you have done? Like, if you was there, would you have helped? Would you call 911? Would you got the tag number? Would you have said, "Hey, cut that out"?
Hey, let me stop.
Right? Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying. The thing is, like I said, you gotta read the room. You know what I'm saying. I've been in situations before where I've stepped in, and I whooped the cat, and the chick went back to him. You know what I'm saying. I've been in situations like that before. Yeah. So you just, you gotta read the room. You gotta read the room, man, and know, what you can do. Like, and to kind of go further in what Ms. Uncas was saying about women, stepping to men. I worked with the young lady, and she, she was with the alphabet community, and her thing is, anytime that something was said to her, she always, was trying to prove, what a man she was. And I would have to tell her, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop, you don't have to do that. Okay. I understand you the man in the relationship. That's cool, but stop doing that. Stop trying to show all these guys that you work with, you know what I'm saying? That you can be a man just as hard as them. Cut that out.
What do you teach your daughters about that, though? Like, how do you teach them how to deal with conflict resolution when they dealing with men, and and they get a
Right. Well, because I have a because I study conflict resolution, and I have certification in. Uh, I teach my daughters that first. Don't match the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that if you the oppressor, the person not oppressor, but the person that you're confrontational with. If you change the energy and make them feel that they won, that's all they want, because people have egos. So you have to let them think that they won, and that really diffuses a lot.
Mm.
I had a situation where
that part, Champion Heart.
Say it again.
I said I don't know about that part.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes even when you do that, you know what I'm saying, it's still, the fighting is the last thing, and I've, and my girls got hands. Don't let the pretty looks fool you, but fighting is the last thing, you know what I'm saying. And even my little girls was in school, I told them, I train my girls to mitts, kick, shield, all of that, and I told them, look, don't let any of these kids bully you. I'll pay whatever fee I have to pay, you know what I'm saying, school or whatever, for your suspension, whatever the case may be, but don't let these kids bully, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, when I say, don't match the energy, I had a situation where I hit this guy's car, and he gets out the car and he's going all off and all kind of name. It wasn't bad. It was a scratch. It wasn't bad at all. He's just freaking all out, and I let him go all off. And I just looked at him, when he stopped, I said, hey man, it's okay. I got a body guy. It's cool. Then automatically his energy changed. Oh, well, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. So I gave him my number. Then I said, okay. I said, call me tomorrow, and I'll set you over my guy. We get it fixed. I never heard from the dude again.
Mm. Yeah. Interesting. I need to start trying that part right there. Pull it all the way off, because usually, like how you knew why he was yelling and doing all that. You got a bodyguard. I would have brought that solution in real early. But sometimes people don't want a solution early. They want to vent. They want to get their bars off,
Right. That's why I let him get all that out before I responded to him. I wasn't trying to yell over him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't match the energy, and that's what I teach my girls as well.
Miss Queen Sunkist, what you think of that?
I mean, that's what works. My daughter gonna know how to shoot, and I'm gonna put some mace on her, because as soon as he get out of line, go ahead and spray his ass, because we don't got time. Okay.
Well, Miss Sunkist, I agree with you. My girls, they got mace. You know what I'm saying? I take them to the gun range, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen, like I said, situations where these women are trying to show how much of a man they are, and I've seen them step to guys, and and the guy would say, "Go on with that," and she, she wouldn't step back, and next thing you know, she get a 2-piece. Nice, how dare you hit a woman? Well, wait a minute, now you can't have it both ways.
Well, yes, ma'am. She ain't no. My daughter not a man, and she knows she not. That's why. Yeah. If a man treat her anything less than what she is, look. You have permission from your mama to go and wipe his ass off the planet. He don't need to be here. Get rid of him.
But you do have the women that want to play that role.
But how do we get that far though? Why we teach de-escalation, man? De-escalation is so.
No. See, that's for the men to teach the other men. That's not for my daughter to teach no man.
No, man. No.
My daughter's job is to be a woman at all times, and if she has to defend herself from a man, then your defense is to go ahead and remove his soul.
No. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about in a situation where we're arguing, right? We have a difference of opinion and a disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to escalate into an argument. At what point do we tell them, hey, look, take a step back, take 7 breaths before you make any rational decisions. Like, why we don't teach that to people?
Oh well, my children are taught that. They're like, ain't nobody got no business screaming at each other. You get to the point where you get hollering and yelling, that means it's time for somebody to remove themselves from the situation. And that even with them, they a boy and a girl. So I really can't stand it from neither one of them. They already know, don't nobody pass no leaks, because if anybody pass leaks, hey, I got the hardest leak. So what's up? So they don't want none of them problems. When they get to arguing with each other, like they're getting older now, like, nah, that's not cool. You know, if it's that bad, then somebody need to go ahead and leave. And I said, I especially for my son, I'm like, if you really want to so-called win the argument, you let her sit up there and yell with herself.
Right.
I said, because one thing a woman can't stand, it ain't nothing she can do about it, is for a man to go and walk away from her while she over there acting a fool. I say, let her act a fool by herself. I said, it might not feel the best to you. I said, but I guarantee you, if you want to win that fight, that's how you win it.
Oh, you win it, man. Oh, I stay winning.
See, and that's what I mean by not matching the energy.
But another thing too, Champion, I dated a girl who was in an abusive relationship in like high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy she was with before me, he was abusive. So I remember one time she got mad at me and she hit me, and I looked at me. I said, "That's one," and it's never. Let me take this call. 410, you got the flow. Tell them your name, where you from, family. Oh no, they can't hear you. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
We can't hear nothing.
Can you hear him, Miss Sunken?
Can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I can't hear. Yeah, Mark, I can't hear him, man. What happened to Mark? Mark.
I don't know. I guess Mark gone too. Everybody gone.
Well, how you been doing?
Oh, I've been pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we lost him. I don't know what happened.
Oh, he gone.
Yeah, he gone.
Man.
I guess this is the Queen Sunkiss and Champion Hard show now.
Y'all in trouble now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was too funny. Yeah, this is crazy. Mark play too much. I need to be asleep. Tomorrow, the first day of school.
Oh man. Ooh, boy, I do not miss those days, man. Oh my God, because I got 2 girls, so I had to buy double everything. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and girls, man. Oh my God, girls are expensive. So I do not miss those days, man. Those back to school days. Man, I can just remember shopping for them girls, man, trying to make sure they was ready and doing the hair and all that stuff. Oh man.
I got to worry about.
We back in the air with him.
Mark back.
Oh, hey brother. What happened?
Man, when I was plugging Jerry in, I unplugged my Wi-Fi over here, so we lost connection.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry, you there?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Jerry. Enjoy your call. Go ahead. Get your bars
that
off.
was an excellent point that the lady made about not arguing back. Now, me and my wife, and no lie, in 30 years, we've had maybe 5 arguments. I only called her a bitch one time in 30 years. And she called me an asshole once. We don't argue, but the few times we have, and when I get to arguing with someone, like really arguing, not debating, because Mark, I love to debate.
Yeah.
But arguing. The best thing to do when someone's arguing is don't argue with them. Just don't even do it. Especially women, they hate that shit. Just like she said, because once they get to that arguing point, they want to get that out and stuff. And if you don't let them, man, that's the best way. Now, regarding the situation here, I'm just seeing it tonight and listening to your show. I don't believe in hitting women necessarily. No, I don't. And especially with a brick, man, you could kill somebody, hit somebody in the head with a brick.
Right.
But after looking a little bit behind the curtain, you see where this woman's went around smacking people and really showing her ass. And in life, it's simple checks and balances. If you keep doing shit like that, eventually something is going to happen to you, whether it's right or wrong, or if it should have happened or not. You know, because I don't know what happened prior to this, but if she was displaying that type of neck snapping attitude, you know, there, like I've seen in these other videos, then very simply, you know, it's the fuck around and find out rule, right? If you keep doing shit like that, something's going to happen.
So okay. So Jerry, so my thing is, my question for you is, what do we teach people? You have daughters. You have a daughter. Do you have a son as well?
No, sir, just a daughter.
Okay. What do you talk to you? What do you teach your daughter as far as about conflict resolution, de-escalating? Like if she's having an argument with a guy, or if she even having arguments with another woman, like what do you teach her? And what should we be teaching our children?
Well, like the other guy on there, I've taught my daughter how to use firearms from the time she was about 12 years old. And here in a couple months, I'm going to be getting her registered. And she's got mace and stuff like that. And she's very easygoing. I don't think she's ever had a confrontation in her life outside of elementary school. However, I've told her, in most cases, always look to de-escalate, because she's only like 5'3", 135 pounds. I mean, she can't whoop nobody. You know what I mean? So, you know, unless it's pure self-defense. And in those cases, that's why she has the mace, and I got her little taser. It's not a strong one, but, you know, just something. The mace is pretty effective, you know. But yeah, women got to know, and most women do know, that they can't fuck with a man physically like that, you know. Now, we got to know as men to have that decorum to where we treat women like women should be treated and not strike them. My dad used to beat my mom, and if he was alive today, I would have whooped his ass really bad at some point, I know. Oh, yeah, because, I mean, nothing more traumatizing than a little kid hearing his mom scream out in anguish because at the hands of his dad, you know what I mean? That's tough shit right there.
Right.
But like I say, you know, we live in a world of checks and balances, and people are human. And if a woman gets physical, like I've had some girls that I dated that we used to get drunk and crazy, and they want to fight. They slap me, I slap them right back. I was raised not to hit women, even though my dad did. You know, I never believed in it, but I mean, damn, now if you're gonna slap me, I'm gonna slap you back. Not as hard as I can, but just hard enough to let you know what you should already know. You know what I mean? So like Lisa said, everyone just need to keep their hands to themselves. But again, attitude, you know, people are human. Like I say, if she was flipping off with all that neck snapping attitude, no, he still shouldn't have hit her with a brick or hit her at all. But let's face it, man, here in the real world, it don't always work out like that. You know?
Unfortunately, yeah. People gonna hit you sometimes. Yeah. All right, Jerry. I appreciate you calling in, man. You got anything
Mark,
else?
thanks for letting me get off.
No, you good.
Nah, thank you.
Jerry, B-More.
Say what?
So my guy Jerry from B-More, I ain't talked to him in months. That's right. Slap that bitch back.
Because you don't be around, man. Talk to me, Mix. What you think of the topic? What's your take on this story? It's a hot topic going around. What's your
First of all, I thought it was fucking hilarious. I laughed out loud when I seen it. And then when I seen her face, I laughed a little bit hard. Now it's kind of fucked up just hearing from it. But that's my first reaction. Anytime you just hear a story of like, this guy asked for my number, I said no, he slapped me with a brick. I was just like, I can't help but laugh. Like, where'd the brick come from? What was walking around with bricks? I don't fucking know. Now after learning more about the bitch, who cares? One less one out there. I don't know. She a weirdo. So I don't know, man. I think it's
Bro, do you have any kids? Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, I have a daughter. I have a 14-year-old.
Okay, but put yourself in that shoes. Imagine some guy asks her for a number and she says no, and he hits her with a brick.
But that's not what happened though.
What you gonna do about it? Well, I mean,
So there's a new video that's been released before the incident happened, and then people that were there that were actually in her video that were in the background, the dude came out and said, "This is why I didn't help her because she was doing this, that, and the other thing." He said, "I don't condone what the dude did, but she was asking for it."
But that video, that's not the same night. That video when she was doing that little thing with the white dude, the little skit.
Oh yeah, no, that was previous. No, I'm talking about there was a dude that came out that made a post himself on video, and he's like, "That's me in the background of the night she did get smacked with the brick. That I was there, and this is why I didn't help her."
Yeah. But that's what he said.
Yeah, his story sound crazy because he didn't even give no details. He
But
lying.
once again, if you've seen the original video she did when she's standing around said, "All these people here," like that should be a clue already. Why is it that there's 20 dudes around and not one of them, not one Captain Save-A-Ho ass nigga felt the need to step up? Because they probably all thought you deserved it, or all turned their head. So,
or people just be scared too, man. They don't want to get. That's a crazy motherfucker. He don't grab the brick and hit this bitch. What he gonna do to me when he?
Right.
Yeah, but they all scared.
I think it's for the right reason. I don't think everyone. I think the chance of every single person in the area being scared and still standing there. It's not like they left. It's not like they were like, "Oh shit, we gotta fuck out of this dude's going crazy." No, they all stood there and watched it, and then when she made the video, still stood there in the background and watched her make the video.
Yeah, couple that with the talk on social media, niggas laughing and condoning beating on women and not protecting them and all that type of stuff. That's what they did.
I mean, some women don't deserve to be protected.
Okay.
No, just because you have a vagina
I just hope
doesn't mean that
nothing happens to none of the women in your family.
There are some women in my family that don't deserve protection.
Really? Like who?
Absolutely.
Why would you say that? Why they?
I mean, there's bitches in my family that try to stab motherfuckers, shoot motherfuckers, and some more shit over.
You got gangsters in your family, is what you say?
I got a lot of degenerates in my family.
I can respect that, and I respect your honesty.
I'm not someone that just blanket statements like, "Hey, if you have a vagina, I'm willing to fucking die for you, girl." Like, no. If I see some shit not going on, I'm gonna try, like Jerry said, try to de-escalate to the best of your knowledge, but at the same time, you can't jump into everything. Once again, I grew up in a different environment because I've been on the blade, and no matter who you are, you can't run up when a pimp slapping his hoe and be like, "Hey, don't do that because she didn't give you money. That's not right." Like, that's their fucking business. That's their shit. Because what happens if you get shot or you get smacked with a brick? What's that bitch gonna do for you?
Malcolm X said black women was the most unprotected women on the planet, and I don't think that's ever gonna change.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier to make statements like that about race, but I don't think that incident had anything to do with race.
What are you talking about?
It was
black people that was doing it. No, they don't have, white folks don't have that type of shit going on in their neighborhoods. That don't make no damn sense. This is a nigga problem.
Maybe they were raised better.
Whatever the case may be, I said what I said. It ain't got nothing to do with you, because clearly you ain't black.
That incident had nothing to do with her being black either, which brought it up. So I guess
it was a black issue because it was a black woman hit by a black man with black people standing around. That's why I said
but the attack was not based on her skin color. The attack had nothing
but it ain't got nothing to do with you. You probably can't understand because it ain't your community. So
you don't know what my community is. You don't know what my community is.
Where your business lies.
You don't know where my business lies. You don't know anything about it.
It don't lie over here because if it did, you would have understood what I said.
You're right. So no, I wouldn't have understood it.
You.
I could be the blackest person on earth. I'm gonna agree with you. It's easy to pull out the race car when you have nothing else to fall back on.
Mind the business that pays you, sir. If it don't apply to you, it ain't none of your business. Now you can continue on with the car.
Hello? What happened? Mark. Hello? Damn, what happened?
Okay, we all back. I got kicked off too.
Yeah, y'all, you got. I think I was the only one. Okay, I was the only one on. What happened?
Yeah, we can hear you, Stephen Brimley. Everybody got kicked off except Champion Heart. Go ahead.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first and foremost, no man should put his hands on a woman. If you're ever in a situation where you feel like you're in the place where you might end up having to, you better try your best to walk away. Now, it never can always be 100%. Just use my own personal experience. I've never balled my fist up and punched a woman, but I had a woman, and she was not a little woman. She jaded me. I could have tossed them hands. I just left her ass. And that was it. I left her. That was the last day we were together, you know. So I made a conscious decision, conscious choice. Instead of me putting my hands on you, you're abusive, I'm going to go the other direction. Peace out. And she felt bad for it, and she wanted to try to get back. No, you're abusive, right? But let's be honest here. Some women cross certain lines, trying to utilize the new age with old school, convoluting those two different eras, and trying to take advantage of that to overstep boundaries. I ain't saying all women, just some, and it's probably a minority compared to the majority, because unfortunately there's a lot of creepy ass, weird ass, sucker ass men in the world who do stupid shit like this. And different cultures have different rules and different backgrounds and things of that nature. So we'll be mindful of that. But the way she's operating and acting, you can tell she got some bullshit with her. Doesn't mean she deserved to get a brick across her face at all. She does not deserve a brick across her face at all. But she got some bullshit to her. Clearly, she got some bullshit with her. And she probably oversteps boundaries and lines and puts herself in positions to be in that. Now, if you're raising a daughter, you're not raising a daughter to operate and act the way that she acts, to put herself in a position to get hit with a brick. Doesn't mean she deserved to get hit with a brick, but the way she conducts and carries herself as a woman is not most becoming, and is putting herself in a position for that. That's my viewpoint of this personal situation with this woman here. She didn't deserve to get hit with a brick. The dude here with a brick is a sucker, but the way she moves as a woman, it looks like she oversteps boundaries and is willing to put herself in a position to do certain shit to a man or have certain shit done to her. Doesn't mean it's a fact of what I'm saying, but just based on how she carries herself.
All right.
I agree.
What with you?
Yeah, we all here. Anybody want to respond?
What's a lovely lady?
Miss Queen Sunkiss, go ahead. What do you think about what Brim Reaper said? Miss Queen Sunkiss, I lost you.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I said I agree. I agree with what he said. It don't make no sense for that man hit the one with that brick. I don't care what she was doing. She ain't put her hands on him, you know. And he said he left the woman. If he would have smacked that lady down, I wouldn't have had no problem with it, because some of these women do be out of line. You do not put your hand on no man, because if that man want to grab hold of you and choke the life out of you, well, that's what happens. But
just based on what I've read and what I've seen, it seems like she puts herself in situations like this, so there's like a common theme here with her. Doesn't mean she deserved to get hit with a brick at all, but it looks like she puts herself in positions to have those type of situations happen to her.
I mean,
I'm not here to do no victim blaming at all.
If she putting herself in danger, then you know she got what she asked for. That still don't negate the fact that a grown behind man hit a woman in the face with a brick.
That is a fact.
And
but there's an underlying tone that I wanted to convey, because I heard a point that you had made, and I think that based on some of the other videos that she had that was out, the way she was acting and kind of communicating, I don't think as a mother you would have been happy with the way she was conducting herself, because the way she was conducting herself would put her in positions like that. Not saying this particular situation, this situation was completely wrong all across the board from that suck-ass dude that did that. but it seems like that she's going to be in those. She's been in those, been in position to be in those type of positions more than one time by the way she carries herself.
Yeah, I mean, if you put yourself in danger, then you gonna get what you looking for. But I saw a dude almost jump on a woman because she told him she didn't want to give him her phone number. She was out to eat with her friends, sitting on the patio of the restaurant, and he liked what he saw, and he went to go talk to her. And she told the man that she was spoken for, and he got mad, and he was about to jump on her. There have been women that have been.
It don't matter if she said "fuck you, sucker." I don't want. I ain't talking to you, bum ass. None of that warrants her getting hit with a brick.
Right, or women that have been shot for not giving their phone numbers out, you know? So it's not even just that there are women that do put themselves in terrible positions, and it's women out there that talk to me in very disrespectfully. But
there are men that are cornballs and suckers that do sucker shit like this guy did, hitting her with a brick.
yeah, and it don't matter that she was clowning before she got bricked. If she said no, then he should have just left her alone.
What if it's not to know?
Pretty much.
Like what? Like I'm with y'all 100%, but some people are saying she didn't just say no. It was more to that. It was no.
Don't matter what she said.
Bram, let me finish. I'm with you.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you. Some people are saying it was more to it than that. She did more and blah 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 blah. My question is,
if she didn't put her hands on him,
that's what I was gonna ask you.
She did.
What if she slapped him? What if she spit in his face? Like, is there a reason for him to grab a brick?
No, I can't see because you spit in my face.
That's too far.
Maybe is a comedian too, man. So y'all don't.
Hey, I'm just asking though. Should we respect women to the like? We should respect women and treat them equally, right? Or no?
So if you spit on me, I'm not grabbing no brick. That's gonna be straight reflex. Like I'm not grabbing nothing. We finna go for what we know. We finna scrap like two real niggas in the street because you just spit on me. Right. I ain't thinking about grabbing nothing. I'm thinking about what you just disrespected me to the highest degree.
I think the worst in a situation like that is like, I don't know if y'all seen The Wire, but like when Cuddy slapped that chick, he was trying to talk to that young girl, and he just slapped her and said, "We need to talk." That's as far as it should go. If she spit in his face, as far as it should go is a slap and then keep it moving. It shouldn't be no more than that.
What?
And it probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
hell no.
Slap her down. Even if you punched her in her jaw, I can understand that too.
Play stupid game.
I want to hear that.
Bram, you just negated everything you said before.
Play stupid.
No, I said she spit in his face.
He said, "Just slap her, though."
I
Don't
personally condone it. I don't personally condone it, but if she spit in his face and he smacked her for it, then that's okay. But not smack her with a brick, though, bro. That's
okay.
way too
I just had to ask. All right,
for
Bram.
me personally, no.
All right, Bram. Do you have any children?
No, I don't. I have 6 godchildren.
Okay, I'll take you. I'll take you at that you don't have no kids that you don't know about. Bram was out here smashing on the road when he was on rap battles. Nigga got a 14-year-old son in the Bronx right now rapping his ass off. You made him at a rap battle back.
Yeah, he up there doing all this fucking trill rapping.
But, I said 04. My math was wrong. But my point is this though. What should people be teaching their children, and what should we teach each other about conflict resolution and how to de-escalate? What do you teach your godchildren about conflict resolution and de-escalating?
If you treat people with respect, then you'll get respect back. If somebody disrespects you, you let them know you're
totally not true. It's totally not true.
It's totally not true?
Yeah, people get you be very respectful, and people just gonna disrespect you even more because they think you soft, or they think like they got something on you, like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, have you ever seen me on this show? Shit.
So that's not necessarily true. You show respect, you get respect. But all right, but nonetheless, that's what you teach them though. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. No worries. I mean, you defend yourself when you have to. If somebody gets out of pocket, you let them know. You try to do it in the most productive way possible. And if you can't reach that productive that level of understanding, and if they touch you, then you put hands and feet on them and you let them know what it's about. But until then, it's best to just walk away, because you never know what the next person is going to do, especially in this time and era. Because people can't take butt kickings no more. People want to shoot somebody just because they get beat up. So please be safe out there. That's what I would tell them.
Fair enough. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
What up? Good shit. Go ahead, Max. Talk to me. What you think about what Brim had to say?
I mean, I agree in most part. Like, I think there's a general rule of thumb that we should all like kind of abide by. But I think everything's just case by case, and you know, there's always a thing where you can't. What was that saying? Where you can't tell someone like how to react to disrespect, regardless if you think it's not that big of a deal or not. And at the same time, like, I got to put a little bit of blame on this particular woman in general, because based on her previous videos, she has a hatred for men. So it's like, if all you're gonna do is talk shit about men, and then you want men to come fucking protect you, it's like the people that talk shit about cops but still want to call them when they need them. Like, I don't know. It's hard to play both sides of the fence. And then as women with this whole we're equal, there's nothing a man can do, I can't do, blah 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 bullshit. But then when you get treated like a man, oh, I'm a woman. Now you a woman? Now you a woman. Now you got reminded you a woman. Because when a man hits another man in the face with a brick over a fucking argument, don't nobody go this far and be like, that's fucked up. He didn't say, all he said was he was stupid. Like, nope. Nobody give a fuck when Craig smacked fucking Debo with a brick just because he's getting his ass whooped. So
that's a movie, bro. And this girl,
that's real life, though.
That's a movie, bro. That's a movie.
That's real life.
Mix.
That particular example is a movie, but that shit happens every day in real life, if not further. Some people get shot for just saying the wrong thing, not even physical confrontation.
I agree. Oh, look, I said that earlier. You just pulled up. I definitely.
What is it, a red pill shorty?
I don't even know what that is.
No, this is a realistic, realistic. I teach my daughter the same shit. I tell her anytime it's confrontation, just go the other way. There's nothing wrong with running away from confrontation.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with being looked at as a bitch by your peers for a time being, because in 10 years you're gonna be way past where they're at. So just go ahead and move along. You don't have to go.
Yep. I tell my daughter stay away from dudes like you. That's one of them you gonna have to make, baby. Like, stay away from it. That's one of them you might have to shoot. Stay away from it.
Nah, I don't do none of that shit. I live by myself for that same reason. I avoid confrontation. I ain't here to fucking argue, fight with nobody.
Queen, this is a safe space. Let him have his opinion. We don't have to attack him. Let's attack his argument. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just listening to what he's saying. I'm just saying that, that's right there. They keep talking so my baby can hear it. So them the ones to stay away from. If they got a mentality or a mindset that sound anything like this, stay away from, baby. You ain't safe.
Fair enough. Let's go to Just Jay. Talk to me, Just Jay.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm well.
Hold the fuck up. 1 second. Don't ever try to say that women are not safe around me. Nah, don't put that shit on my jacket. That's how we're not doing that.
Man, it's just you two. You don't have a jacket. Nobody knows.
It don't matter. We're not doing that shit. We're not putting that shit on my name.
All right, well, fair enough. Let me go to Just Jay. This is somebody new joining the show. This is the first time here. Let's all show her some love, some respect, and let her voice her opinion. Just Jay, welcome home to your home away from home. How you doing, sis?
I'm well. So yeah, the avatar alone is fairly triggering. So when people say that they're coming to have productive conversations, one would exercise a level of mindfulness that would leave them thinking, maybe this is not a good idea, right?
Oh, no. That's an inside joke for all of us.
No, it's okay. No worries, babe. I get it. But I'm just saying,
we keeping that up forever. That's Errol Spence getting his ass whooped by Terrence Crawford.
I know, but we already know this woman's face is as big as a pumpkin, and now people are using this.
That part. Boom.
Oh, look, because Errol Spence look like he got hit by a brick, and that's
what I'm saying.
Hey, look, man, with all due respect, though, look, I keep that picture near and dear to my heart too. Look at my screen. Oh, look, I got one too. That's our avatar.
You got one, babe, but you're not using it.
Yeah, we go around town with this avatar right here.
I get it, but are you flashing it constantly while y'all having this conversation?
Nah, but that's his avatar. avatar though.
I get it. It is what it is. But
yeah.
but what I'm saying is, if people are looking to have productive conversations, right? They exercise a level of mindfulness. And if a person has issues with the opposite sex, whether it's this low level disdain, resentment, whether it's a man or a woman, that's going to be in the front of the conversation. I personally don't need to pick genders because I stand on my principles. My integrity, the way I move as a person, as an individual, my moral compass does not change based on what other people do. And so in that regard, this is what I find most disheartening. Now, I'm trying to be nice because I got a potty mouth, right? I don't know what you do on your panel. I'm trying to be nice, right?
Go ahead, fuck that shit. Go on, cuz.
Okay. Okay, listen, don't encourage me because I be jumping out the window. But listen, the way I move,
let's show respect to each other though. We don't have to make this about
absolutely.
somebody's
I'm really trying to take it there. I'm definitely trying to exercise discipline on panel.
Yeah. We can take the argument without
learn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But this is my thing. With this situation, I'm hearing a lot of people come up with all the excuses in the world automatically on GP. She had to have done something, right? But now we got more information coming out. We don't know what's valid, what's not. We know her face big as a fucking pumpkin. We know that much. At the end of the day, what it sounds like to me with a lot of these men running around this space that are rejoicing, they putting up bricks and comments, they singing brick songs, etc., etc. It is quite disgusting to me.
Hold on. They doing that, Just Jay? Oh,
listen,
they playing Gucci Man bricks.
They've been acting up for the past couple days. The other day, I just legit cried on the panel.
I did hear one, Just Jay, that I did laugh at, and I didn't mean to laugh.
And
but
don't get me wrong, humor can
me.
be dark, right?
It was that Chris Brown. Look at me now. Look at me now.
And don't get me wrong. We all have moments, like,
there was a one who was sending it to me, and I was like, "Yo, you cold."
Nah, humor is subjective, and I totally get it, right? And so we definitely could find things that we might find humorous. But, you know, the other day on the panel, I just straight up cried because it was disappointment, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm okay with being the emotional person I am. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem articulating my emotions.
I love a good cry, too.
But what was funny was niggas was in the chat laughing. Oh, look at her. Now she want to be a victim. First of all, I'm not the type of woman that sit around holding my breath for pussy ass niggas to come help me. That's not what I do personally.
Here we go.
Right?
Let's go. Talk that.
I don't sit there and wait for a nigga to come help me because a lot of these niggas is built wrong. They don't stand on principles, and niggas just need to be honest. They don't stand on shit. They say they'll do it for their family member, but if you're built wrong and you don't stand on principles, nigga, I question whether or not you look out for your own family. This is the thing. A lot of these dudes think, oh, it's not gonna happen to my people because they're under my cover. And you know, they say all these stupid basic bitch talking points that just don't make no sense. Oh, see, the problem is this woman didn't have a cover. She left from under the cover. Listen, we could pull up article after article. We know people personally who've been attacked, accosted because they told a nigga no. Mm-hmm. I did, you know, just a little live. I don't make content, but I just did a little live on my channel one day, and I just pulled up a couple videos, and I didn't even dig deep, just a few videos. We already know the chick that almost got her eyeballs bit out when she was trying to just go get a bottle of wine after work, and the nigga wanted to pay for it. She said, no, thank you. She tried to go about her business. They accosted her and surrounded her in the front of the store and then beat the shit out of her. Mm-hmm. We know that this goes on. So even if we want to take this situation and say, oh, see, these bitches be lying. See, this is why they don't need our protection. Niggas need to be honest. Niggas they don't stand on shit. And then what happens in these spaces, they love to come up with all these extreme scenarios. They really be thinking they on some Socratic method type shit. But the fucking questions be basic bitch as fuck. It's annoying. Oh, well, if that was you, would you have said that? Okay, well, but that's you. See, the way you was raised, all that has nothing to do with nothing. These niggas don't stand on shit. And then they think that equates women wanting men to run out there and just take bullets. Just take bullets. Boom, boom, boom. Just take bullets. Like set it off or some shit. Women with balance and with sound thinking are not asking men to run out in a line of fire on GP. No reasonable person is asking that, but these extreme people in these extreme scenarios online, because they bitter with men or women and they make it a gender thing, they come up with all this shit that makes no sense. Ultimately, a person who has principles is gonna move based on them principles. The men that I know are not easily moved by a woman talking shit. And like I said, for me personally, of course, it's not ideal for a man to put their hands on a woman. But men are human too. Men have fucking limits. They have tolerance levels. They have triggers. We get that. So we can't tell nobody how to respond. But what I can say is the men that I know some would have intervened and kicked that nigga teeth in, and then they would have checked her on the back end. Even if they was pissed off with her, girl, what the fuck was you thinking? Why you did that? Don't do that shit again, baby girl. Whatever. You have dudes that I know, the way they built, they could be like, nah, don't even do that, dog. She ain't even worth it. And that would have been the end of that shit. Or the girls would have said, girl, he crazy, leave that nigga alone, you know, et cetera, et cetera. There are ways to diffuse the situation, but these extreme weird ass people on the internet keep acting like somebody asking them to take bullets. Oh, equal rights. First of all, equal rights have fucking nothing to do with niggas accosting women. 1 minute they scientific and logical, next minute they talking fucking gibberish, and it makes no sense. Niggas just need to be honest. Some of them do not have principles. A woman can talk shit, even okay, sir. Even if a dude popped her in her mouth, it's cringy, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? A dude asked me on a panel, okay, Jay, what do you think I would have been wrong if she would have did that to me and then I just would have clipped her and she fell on the ground? I say no. We probably would have just kind of got tickled because she probably would have, you know, broke a little heels or something. Yeah, you know, hey, that's not ideal, but shit, yeah, men are human, but all these little extreme weird ass people, nobody asking nobody to go out in the line of fire. We have a lot of people are wishing that niggas had principles that they stood on. Even when that guy in the space, what the man name is, that nigga that was over there in Brazil and Thailand eating them cicadas and shit. The nigga
Austin.
Yeah, that dude. He went over there to Brazil, whatever the fuck he was doing. They wasn't happy, and we know that and we know that all the men, it's trash people everywhere, men and women, right? But we know every man over there ain't solid, upstanding dudes. But what you wasn't gonna do is come over and they shit, run roughshod all over they women, and then talk shit about it on the internet. And so, although a feminist woman, I think, sparked the whole thing, they ran that nigga up out of there. And so that's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to be too long with it because I could talk a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of people just don't.
What was his name again? What was his name again? Karma.
Austin Holderman.
Austin Holderman.
Yeah, or Holderman, something like that.
He wanted the passport.
Y'all see the passport, bro.
They ran his motherfucking ass up out of there.
Y'all didn't hear about that?
Yeah. So yeah, it's some dudes that have principles. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And a lot of these niggas
it's a bug.
Excuses simply because they don't want to protect. They feel like they shouldn't have to. And hey, I ain't here to tell a person that they have to. I ain't gonna hold my breath waiting on.
And that's the conversation that needs to be had on the cool. That's the real conversation. Why are black men so afraid of each other that they cannot check each other? That's the conversation.
They'll run your heels down all day on this internet and accost you in every fucking chat to fight.
Because statistically, they have a higher chance of dying when they do that.
Well, I remember hearing because they're gonna die at the hands of each other.
That's a big fact.
Because they need to build some type of standard of manhood amongst themselves because they ain't got none. All they know how to do is disrespect and kill each other, and because they scared of each other, they want to fight their women.
I disagree with that. That's not all true.
I don't know about that.
Like, because what you're doing right there, you're speaking in general.
Yeah, I'm talking in general.
About, and it's black men coast to coast globally that you ain't met yet. You don't even know all the black men in your town. So we can't say that about all the black.
I don't know. I'm speaking in general. I'm not saying every single last one. I'm speaking in general.
Definitely ain't no all whatever. There are men even in these
spaces
spaces that I rock with heavy.
But you heard me, Judge?
Yes,
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk over you. Go ahead.
No, you're good because sometimes it's hard for me to hear. I was just saying definitely not an all thing. And okay, so if we're gonna be honest, right?
Not even most.
It's important.
Not even most. Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say it's not even most because if it wasn't most, we wouldn't be having these.
Jump out the window.
We wouldn't be having these incidences. This man stabbed up.
How many men get at females on a regular basis?
I just want to say this part.
It's not.
That was most. That would be. You would see it all day, every day. Like you would see that, like you see traffic tickets.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that.
I see a lot of stuff.
My point is trying to say this is that stereotype is dangerous for black men, just like it's dangerous stereotypes out there about black and nasty stereotypes out there about black women. So
But
I
why
just
are
want
men
to
not
be.
being more proactive about it? What a lot of men are, and listen, babe, I get it, right?
No.
Because it's hard to sometimes, like, people have to be aware of their unconscious biases, they triggers, whatever. I do think even men that come in good faith sometimes do get triggered, and that's okay, right? Because a lot of people are preaching this whole stoic shit, even though a lot of them don't even understand stoicism. They try to shun emotions, but emotions is what brought these niggas to these motherfucking platforms, right? But they don't know how to articulate their fucking emotions and be honest and say, hey, this shit is hurtful. So then what happens is some of them do come in good faith and try to have conversations. But then when they start hearing all this unpleasant shit, they're triggered. Why? Because as a whole, as a collective, we're already looked down upon as Black men and women, right? And a lot of Black men don't feel valued. And so then they become triggered and feel like you're attacking them as a whole. You're attacking their character, who they stand for as a whole person. Like, you know, and that is not for every man. You know what I'm saying? But I totally understand why some men kind of get in that bag. But to me, that is more deflections, if that makes sense. Like that's just another deflection.
I just, for me, if I am to be quite honest, I am not raising my daughter that when she step outside this house, any Black man is gonna defend her if she get into any trouble. Which is why you need to know how to shoot. Which is why you need to make sure you got mace and you can defend yourself, because you gonna have to defend yourself when your daddy, your mama, and your brother ain't around. Because you cannot depend on nobody in this so-called community to come to your aid. You just not. I don't even expect it.
Exactly.
Would I like
bear spray though? For real. The range of bear spray is way better. Get you a Kubotan. God forbid you have to have close contact with a motherfucker. Typically, you want to get something where you can get away. Like niggas be, and then they get triggered and think you trying to have hand-to-hand combat with them. Nah, bitch, I'm trying to take your ass down so you don't fucking attack me. So you don't harm me. So yeah, Krav Maga that motherfucker face off. It's whatever. But then some of them get triggered and feel like you talking about fighting them. And then there's with this whole equal rights.
Whatever. My whole thing about it is the conversation needs to be centered around are we safe? Can we depend on the men in the community to help us?
And the truth is, we already know the answer is no.
I'm 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 and I'm like, hell no. And that's not
until now.
And that's not me saying that there aren't Black men that protect women and do whatever, you know, we may feel is their duty as men. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as a collective, I don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
As a collective, I see more Ray Rays and Poogies out here that I need to defend myself from, stay away from, get away from, be mindful of in case I see and need to move accordingly. I see more of that than I see anybody that's gonna actually be I feel like will step in and intervene. What them dudes did, that's normal. I expect it. Like, I don't even know why she thought that they was gonna say something on her behalf. That was her bad. Girl, you should have knew better.
It's always you should have knew better, because people don't want to address trash behavior, and this is why since the beginning of time, women's behavior have constant. I'm sorry.
She had very trash behavior. You're right.
Okay, what's your point?
My point is, like, there's a reason why none of those men helped her.
No,
like,
it's not. It's because niggas don't have a
There
code.
is, because you heard about her background in that particular neighborhood.
sir.
She already had a reputation that obviously people are waiting for the bitch to get hit with a brick. Like, that's what it looked like to me.
Jumping in the line of fire and losing their life. Okay. So if we're gonna go there, we know that a man could easily lose his life, right? Getting involved. We know a woman could easily lose their life getting involved. Shit, police lose their life. Typically, they have more issues with domestic calls than anything. That's when shit get real heavy. Okay, we know her behavior is trash. Again, we are talking about principles and having a fucking code. Nobody is talking about a man going and risking his life. Who the fuck took a screenshot of a license plate or a screenshot of the nigga face or something?
Nothing.
Who gave an ice pack? Who said, damn, baby girl, you worked up, stop talking to these niggas.
Okay.
Let's go help you take care of your face.
So we all agree that actions or lack of actions speak louder than words, right?
Sir. That is still doing something, sir.
If everybody chose not to do shit, then they probably all agree with it.
Because the fucking undercurrent is she deserved it and she ain't worth it.
There you go. Well, some people deserve the shit.
Because niggas got garbage principles.
Bruh, a pussy is not a get out of conflict free fucking card. You
Hey,
get like,
babe,
I got a pussy.
listen,
Somebody like
I
that
gotta
doesn't
go
work
ahead
like
and
that.
get settled. Babe, I appreciate you having me. I'ma definitely check your channel out
Yes,
and I'm
ma'am.
gonna tap in at another time. I definitely wanted to get
The
up here
bitch is a
and
known
say
nuisance in the
but I
neighborhood,
can't
and
do it with
somehow
a basic
everybody
bitch
should lay
shit.
it out for her.
Hold
Like,
on, Miss. Let her
Be
get her
worked
final
up in the
thoughts.
middle
bro,
of the night.
I've been quiet like 10 minutes,
It's
bro.
just
Keep
more
going.
She's closing
excuses.
out. She about
Wow.
Just more motherfucking excuses.
All right, Miss
Tired of
J,
basic
I
bitch
appreciate you.
talking points. But
All
I
right, Miss
appreciate
J.
you,
I see
babe,
you on
and
the
I'll
next
be
one.
tapping in soon. Love you, queen. I'll see
All
y'all
right.
later. Good
See
night.
you later, JJ.
Hey, look.
Oh Lord.
Having kind of conversations without. I get it. It is triggering. It can be triggering. Mex, you was patient and quiet for a long time. Go ahead, get your bars off.
Nah, I was just gonna listen to more of the bullshit, bro. Like, look, I was taught that you protect women, not bitches. You don't put your cape on for bitches that are out here doing bitch shit. Like, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes for men and women. And unfortunately for her or whatever, everyone in her neighborhood didn't fuck with her. Like, that, I haven't heard one person that in her area that came out on her behalf that said, hey, this she's a good woman, she's a great mother, it's fucked up. Like, nobody, everyone that's spoken on her was like, this is that bitch that did this is that bitch that did this. So it's kind of like, it's about time it happened. If she was out here slapping random people for their skin color, she lucky she didn't get hit with a brick or shot back then.
I wish you stop saying that. Those were skits.
Those are jokes. No different.
Yeah,
Remember,
those are skits, man. That wasn't real.
Lil Boosie slapped somebody in the store.
Right.
The fans thought it was real. It ended up being a skit, and it was in the music video. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't real.
But what I'm saying is the lack of action speaks louder
No.
than
Don't
anything
skip
else.
over
If there's
that
a whole
and say
crowd of
that's what
people
I'm
around you,
saying.
nobody
You
helps.
just sat up here and said something that was misinformation. You need
Okay, it
to
was
correct
skits.
that.
It is skits. I've been corrected.
It's no different from
You
Johnny
happy?
Bravo, Jackass.
Flip it.
If they do skits, do they deserve to get hit with a brick? Like,
Yes.
What?
Yes.
bro. No, bro.
Bro,
Like, what I do for a living or what I do as a job doesn't. You shouldn't.
Okay, but here's my thing, Mark. If you're doing a skit and people on the outside don't know you're skitting, and they do try to intervene and you get fucking popped for it, whose fault is it?
But she wasn't doing the skit right there. It's no different from.
No, I know. I'm not saying at that point in time. You're talking about Jackass. You mentioned Jackass.
A stripper strips for money all day, every day, right? Let's say she does
Yep.
it for a living. You got video of it. You know she's a stripper. When
Yep.
she's out in the street, does somebody get to just grab her ass?
No, not at all.
Okay, just want to make sure we was on the same level with that.
No.
So
I don't believe anyone should be randomly disrespected at all. But if you're the initiator of it,
How
right?
she initiated and he approached her for her
No,
number.
a man asking for a number is not asking for anything
And
other
if
than a
she
number.
said no, then that's the end of
And
it.
then you keep it pushing.
Right.
Both
So
parties, keep it pushing.
how she say no and he end up hitting her with a brick? Like, that don't even make no sense. She didn't initiate
So he just had a
nothing.
brick in his pocket.
He initiated all of that because once she said, I ain't giving you my number, bitch ass nigga, even if that's what she said, oh well, that's the end of it.
But that's not what the witness
end of it.
that's not what the witness said so far.
The witness didn't say shit.
He did. He said she was literally asking for the shit.
That nigga didn't say nothing. All that nigga said
Bro, hold
was
on, bro.
she was
I'll send you right
disrespecting
now.
him. And if y'all don't believe it, then y'all can just watch the other videos that she did. He didn't even say what she allegedly said or none of that shit. So he's lying too.
Right, everybody's lying but the woman, of course, right?
No, I got the video. I played the audio of homie.
Yeah, play the audio. Because he don't even say what the woman said. That's how you know he lying. Then he say the proof of of her disrespecting the man is the skits that she was doing. Like anything to validate the fact that they was some pussies and sat up there, didn't call the police, didn't try to get the license plate, and thought it was funny that this man hit this woman in the face with a brick. He didn't say no words, no phrases, or anything that allegedly came out her mouth. Now, if you witness some woman disrespecting a man and to the point where you feel like this man is justified in hitting her in the face with a damn brick, wouldn't you know what expression she had said or had spoken? You would know that, right?
I would have at least said, she said, yeah, she called him a bitch ass nigga, or she spit in his face. I would be able to tell you something that led to, like, he skipped all over to him grabbing the brick at all, Mix. He don't say he don't talk about the guy picking up the brick. Like, what happens to him going to grab the brick? Because at some
That's
point,
been my biggest question this whole time. Where the fuck did the brick come from?
She said it when she was in the hospital. She gave a better account of what happened than this nigga you sitting up here validating. He don't say nothing in this video. She said the man she said he reached down and picked it. She called it a pebble at first, a rock. She said it was some rocks.
She didn't say a pebble.
She said it was some rocks out there, and he picked it up out the ground. And this is when it was first happening.
So where did the brick come from?
She said initially what she said was some rocks, and he said he picked it up.
I got it right here.
She said
I can play it again. She said it was a rock.
Yeah, she said it was a rock, and she said that he was threatening to hit her with the thing before he actually hit her with it. So it was time for them men to say, "Hey, dog, you doing too much. Hey, man, can you calm down? Hey, chick, shut the fuck up." You know, something. They did nothing. Like, there's nothing to justify that.
Or they called the homies like, hey, bro, he about to smack the shit with a rock.
I mean, okay. If you count that as doing something, then that's great. That didn't mean that, like I said.
They didn't do that, but that's what I'm saying. A whole bunch of people didn't do shit like that would lead more toward I just think it's rare that not one person, like you say, at least say, hey, bro, chill the fuck out, dog. What the fuck? Even after it happened, even after
the internet,
it probably happened so fast, no one even thought it was really gonna happen. Like, you know, I said,
here we go.
Boom, happened.
Here we go.
He beat the shit out of her repeatedly over and over.
That did not help her when she was getting hit with the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and say things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing? I got some.
Oh, she don't cut it off. Let me skip through her commentary.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, this is another witness. Here we go. I think we got another witness speaking out.
He shows a video of a guy that was witness, and he said he was there.
Okay.
And if that shit
Here we go.
Look at defend somebody.
Hold on.
She's check it.
The whole story before they start commenting and say things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her. Why would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally a troublemaker. Everybody that knows her in our community knows she's a troublemaker.
So it's personal for him.
I'm not gonna risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble. If you go on social media, online, you're going to see some of her antic videos, taunting people.
Those are skits.
Looking for a reaction. What she got, what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually seeking for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at all the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any men have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. By the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be. She wants attention. She's an attention-seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. She was taunting the guy. She was calling him all type of names. She was degrading him to a point where he resulted in picking up a brick and hitting him. I don't condone that type of behavior.
You definitely just described condoning it.
But once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I literally, I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking.
See, he keeps bringing up old stuff that she did. He ain't giving us a lot of details on what she did.
Right. He ain't said nothing that she did. He ain't said no phrases.
He said she called the guy some names and disrespected him to the point where he resulted in picking up a brick. Yes, she did get hit with a brick. Yes, I saw it. I don't condone it, but if I was to see it again, I would still not do nothing. That's condoning it.
Now you want to cry wolf? I don't care. You wanted trouble, you got trouble. That's why I'll still buy and watch. Don't, oh man.
Poor
Okay.
The only thing he keeps saying is she was
That
making
might have been the
trouble
guy that did it.
because she was making videos. That's the only thing he keeps saying. He have a problem with the fact that she made those videos online, videos that were skits, videos that clearly stated in the caption that they were skits and everybody that participated consented. Like, I don't even know how people are running around using this as an excuse. Like, can you not read? Did you not graduate from high school? Is something wrong with your brain? That's not a justification for this woman getting hit in the face with a brick.
Go ahead, Max.
I mean, just like someone asking for your number isn't a justification for you to talk shit and degrade them as a human either. So I guess they both wrong. Fuck it. 2 wrongs is gonna make somebody get hit in the face with a brick.
No,
Damn.
you don't get hit in the face with a brick because you tell a motherfucker they ain't worthy of your number. The hell wrong with you?
I'm saying, but you don't get degraded and called a bitch this and that because
We
somebody
don't know
said
what she called him because nobody had said what she allegedly called him.
Okay, well since there's no specifics, she called him
No
names
specific
and
at all.
degraded him.
We don't know that. He the only person to say that.
Okay, right, she's the only person that said the other way. So
That's what he said. What's in between? Like, we're still missing some in between. He didn't mention the phone number. He didn't mention none of that. That's her part. We know when she said no to the phone number, that's her part, right? We can take. I don't think this happened because she gave him no phone number. So let's say that part is true too. What happened next is some words are said on either side. He grabs a brick.
to be clear, I do not agree with the man hitting her in the face with a brick.
And leave. Like, can we just agree as crazy motherfuckers out here? And niggas words.
Like, can't say he did it because she said anything to him. We don't know that.
You know, if you want to go that far, you can also say we don't even know that she got hit in the face with a brick by a man.
No, we can't say that because she was clearly in the hospital.
Okay, but how you know she hit herself in the face with a brick?
Oh, okay.
He said she got hit with a brick. She said she got hit with a brick.
Hey, but remember, Mark, it don't matter what he said. Just because he said it don't make it true.
No. I didn't say that. I said let's say what he's saying is true and what she's saying is true. He still missing the story. He didn't mention the phone number. He said she disrespected him. Did she hear what the other guy said? Like, we're getting some information. But he definitely said she got hit with a brick. She said she got hit with a brick, and I'm looking at her face. Like she got hit with a brick. I'm gonna take their word for it. It was a brick.
And the only thing she said, only thing came out of her mouth was she just told him she wasn't gonna give him her phone number. Now, this come from somebody that grew up in a city where niggas was shooting bitches and with a gun, okay, for not giving them their phone number. This also comes from a woman that watched on surveillance camera a man about to jump on this chick trying to have dinner with her friends because she didn't want to give him no phone number. So we're not going to sit up here and pretend like this stuff don't happen.
I don't fight. I don't argue.
It does happen, but it does not happen at a high clip. It happens very, very, very rarely.
You know, it happens more often than y'all care to discuss. And I'm a woman, and I know.
There's 330 million people in this country.
I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I've been approached by men. This shit happens more than y'all care to acknowledge or discuss.
It happening at all the time.
Cam, you cutting right in over people. As soon as you pulled up, you cutting in. Let me clear the lane. Go ahead, Cam. But you can't talk over him. You gotta wait for a lane, but you can't talk over him. Go ahead, Cam.
My bad. I said men get turned down every single solitary day.
Not me. That's you.
No, I said men get turned down every single solitary day. And the one thing we don't really talk about is I think motherfuckers do be taking that as a blow to their pride. Because the first thing that happens in a lot of instances, some men get mad and they get angry at the rejection. And based on their anger, they kind of react in a volatile way, whether it be to call shorty out her name, disrespect her, you know what I'm saying? Or you try to immediately find something wrong with her. But like I say, just a second ago, she was fine enough for you to talk to. You know what I mean? That's pride. That's real life pride. Motherfuckers gotta let that go, let that emotion go. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, shit. Sex is a state of mind. It's in you, not on you. You feel me? Like
Oh Lord.
saying no, it is what it is. To me, I keep it pushing. But like I say, men get turned down every day. It's how you react to that shit, how you respond to it. And it is a lot of instances of motherfuckers instantly get angry. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, it's been men and women that's done it because it's been a situation where, like, I'm in a relationship where, you know, a female approached me trying to, you know what I'm saying, get on and throw it. And because I wouldn't react, now suddenly I'm gay, I don't like women. And, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, shorty, I'm in a whole relationship. I don't want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that. You know what I mean? And, you must not like pussy then. And damn, you can't deal with rejection. You're not used to somebody telling you no. Sorry, life's full of disappointments. Like,
Fair enough.
get over it.
Fair enough. Pass around. Go ahead.
A man's ego is the greatest and the most dangerous, destructive thing on earth, and always has been. And I think for women to constantly push victim mindsets, because you guys are easier victims because you're women, because you're the weaker species. No offense, but just physically, like, I feel like their radar should be a little higher when it comes to situations that can lead to danger. Which us naturally as men, we have that radar when situations are starting to get dangerous. When we see them dudes arguing in the corner, and we enter a room, we already feel the tension. That's the intuition men have over women, and women have certain intuitions over men. So I would think if you know that you're prey going into situations, you probably have your head on swivel a little more. At least I would hope so. And if you really felt in a dangerous environment, then I don't know. I don't think anyone's expecting anyone to hit on with a brick. I think it might be one of those things too where everyone's just like, he ain't gonna do that shit, and he does it. Right? He smacked her one time with the brick, and everyone, what the fuck? But it didn't sound like he beat the shit out of her brick. He didn't even knock the bitch out.
Wow.
No,
but,
it make it
but me saying a dude with his mentality, I tell my daughter that she needs to watch. I'm wrong, but this nigga sitting up here talking about he ain't beat her ass with the brick. He only hit her with the brick.
Keep it all the way
Hold up, Cam. You cut me off while I'm
Go ahead.
Queen, again, Mix, I ain't here for a productive, serious conversation. That's my homie, and he's here to crack jokes. And he's gonna
ain't none of that shit funny.
No, okay, well, it might not be funny to you, but he's just getting his bars off. But my point I'm trying to say is when it comes down to disagreement, right? And what I was trying to tell Mix, we don't know if she was knocked out or not. She might have been knocked out.
She got a concussion.
She woke up and grabbed her phone and everyone was still standing around?
I believe so. That's possible. Let's not act like it ain't. Hey, look, people stood there and held cameras and watched George Floyd get choked out by the police. A whole crowd of people. It's possible. They recorded him before, during, and after him dying. Yeah, it's possible. So I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, Cam.
Right when I want to make a joke, you want to bring up George Floyd. That's fucked up.
Always got to bring up
the air out the whole shit.
Like,
you took the air out the whole shit. I come to be childish.
I don't want people to get triggered by other people's opinions or somebody else's.
No, for sure.
Like, his thoughts are his thoughts, his opinions alone. You know, and yours are yours, mine are mine. We can't expect everybody to be like me, you, Cam. Like, it's some people out there like Mix. Mix might have been one of those guys out there that night. I would
have watched.
Be out on him.
He deserved it.
Yeah, but his opinion is his opinion. We don't have to attack him and keep saying, well, I don't want my daughter to date a guy like you. Let's not introduce our children into such a volatile conversation.
Well, no, I'm just saying the mindset. That's all I'm saying. We got to watch this mindset. Listen to the things that's coming out of his mouth. Dudes like him, women need to stay away from.
If that bitch was with me, it would have never happened.
But then again,
she wouldn't be nowhere near you.
I was going to say,
if she was my girl and some random dude try to get at her and say,
no, she wouldn't be your girl. Because hell no.
I would have been like,
it ain't safe. No, hell no. Nope.
So would I be wrong as a stand-up comic for my next show to come out on stage with a brick?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she would get up and leave, and she would go viral.
You know, it's like, it too soon. I mean, because comedy is subjective, right? Sometimes
I
people
mean,
got dark humor.
it depends. You got to be a funny comedian. This guy's not funny.
Of this.
So there's an exception. So you have exceptions.
Right. I got you, Max. Watch this. The irony of this, just a couple weeks ago, people were walking around with white chairs laughing at the black man.
Because I was going to say, a chair, I'm going to have a chair, a baseball bat, and a brick. That's to signify all the current events.
No,
yeah.
A woman with the brick. I mean, with that chair. It was a woman.
He did. No one gave a fuck about that woman.
It was a white woman that got hit with a chair.
Hey, the only thing I can think about is good old JR.
I want to react to that. Queen, what you think of that?
I don't think the joke is about the white woman getting hit.
No, it ain't about no joke. I'm asking you about that scenario. I'm off his joke. That nigga ain't funny.
What about it? The joke was the folding chair was invented by a black man, and the whole context.
My question is, how did you feel? I ain't talking about his joke. I'm asking you a serious question. How do you feel about that man hitting that woman with a chair?
Oh, don't he got charges? He got the charges he deserved.
His charges. I asked you again, third time. How did you feel about that black man hitting that white woman with a chair?
I felt like his ass was out of line and he deserved to go to jail.
Okay. I just wanted to see if we were being consistent.
That didn't make no sense. He ain't have to beat the hell out that woman with that chair like that. But I was happy when the police came to get him. He went on, laid down, got in handcuffs like he was supposed to do. Because he know he ain't had no business.
I just want to see what you was gonna say. Go ahead, Cam. Max, got you in your heart here as well.
No, I'm just laughing because the only thing I can think about with that chair is Jerry the King Lawler and good old JR commentating. Oh,
leave that out the bit. Leave that part out the bit. That one ain't winning, bro. That one ain't.
I'm sorry. That's just
they're gonna boo you off with that one, bro.
All my wrestling fans don't know what I'm talking about. Oh shit, that's funny. No, I said coming on stage with a brick, a bat, and a
I'm cool. I'm cool with the. I ain't gonna lie. That brick thing would be funny. I ain't gonna lie. If I was in the audience, I'm like, any of y'all bitches want to jump on stage tonight? I got to wait for y'all and then walk off stage, come back with a folding chair,
like type shit.
With the folding chair. And
I'm gonna start with the chair.
Hold up, and I got something for y'all bitches too. And then come back with the brick. See, look at me. I'm co-writing your jokes right now.
You co-writing my set. I told you, Netflix, we coming. Let's go.
Pretty good. I'm working on a bit right now, man. I got some stand-up comedy dreams myself.
Let's do something, man. Let's get something together.
I do it every night when I go live.
Listen, you have your moment, your funny moments. Yes, it's different on stage, Mark.
I know.
That stage is a different beast.
I can see them. They right here in front of me. Yeah, it's pressure. I'm the first motherfucker to boo too. I'll be like, boo! Hey, look, next week I'll be like, man, these niggas got courage to do this shit, man. I wish I had courage to do it. Boo! Like, why you be booing it? I was like, he gotta learn. You gotta learn shit.
Boo this man. Like, yeah.
I'm helping him out.
Yeah, when you can make people laugh, that's a special talent.
Watch a nigga get knocked out. I be cheering for him going to get knocked out. I'm like, oh fuck. Got his ass whooped. A couple days later, like, shit, man, he can always come back from a win. She said, Ali lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The spirit of the thing. You cheer when the guy winning. Look, you seen. I saw people start cheering for Bud Crawford when he was whooping Spence ass. They literally switched. They was like, well, get him. I was like, hold up, nigga, I heard you earlier. Yeah, big fish. Niggas didn't even wear them shirts out the arena. They put them shits over their shoulder. Went back to the room wearing tank tops. I ain't lying.
Dang, those shirts are being sent to Africa, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. All them shit's going to Africa right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me take this one. Y'all take this call. I'll be right back. I gotta what they call it, screen the calls. Bullshit.
Yeah, when you
I
can
just
make
used to
people
these
laugh,
videos.
man, that's some special talent. When you're trying to make a whole room people laugh, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's even worse when they're sitting there like, make me laugh.
Right.
Like, damn.
Is meeting people and they be like, oh yeah, this my guy Kim. He's a comic, man. He a comedian. They be like, oh, you a comedian? Tell me a joke, nigga. No, like the fuck. Oh, that shit is every time without
What's your
fail.
go-to?
Huh?
What's
my
your
go-to joke?
Yeah,
My
the
bank
random
account.
occurrence like that.
They be like, tell me a joke. I'll be like, my bank account, and it always kill.
That's a good one.
This comedy shit ain't paying like that, chat. You feel me? It ain't hitting yet. I still got the janky promoters trying to give me free wings and drink tickets and shit. Like,
Oh shit.
yeah, I gotta do my set and then go wait for the nigga who threw the show like at the door. Make sure he don't leave.
I heard this. I heard this one comedian. He said that he was having trouble getting paid, and he said he had done the set, and after the set, the promoter was like, "All right, then." He was
man, like, all right, man, I'm gonna catch you in a minute. The fuck you mean? Like, no, seriously, bro. Hey, it's a room club full of people, man. We took a hit at the door. The fuck do that gotta do with my money, sir? Give me me. Yes. Some of these promoters be janky, bro. Like, man, we didn't get all the money off the door.
A lot of times too, when you tell people you're a stand-up comedian, they think you're supposed to just be funny all the time in everyday conversation.
Yeah.
Like, no, I got a set. These are my jokes. This is the set. And a lot of times when you go to a comedy club, the room is set for you to laugh. You came to laugh. You're in the mind state of it. Versus, okay, make me laugh. You a comedian, say something funny. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, nah, that's not how it works exactly. It's almost like, that it's like magic. Comedy is like magic sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's like, you rap, right? Marq Nash, nigga, spit 16 right now. Like, nigga, no. Like,
yes, I can, but
you gotta keep one in the clip.
It ain't. Yeah, I definitely keep one in the clip. That's different. But
all right, okay, all right.
It's like reading the room, knowing what kind of verse to do for that audience right then.
Yeah,
like
right.
This person want to hear some gangster shit. They want to hear a good story verse. They want to hear some punchlines. They want me to talk about life. They want to hear some metaphors.
Right.
Like it's all about knowing what verses for that person at that time, which is not always easy to do. But shout out to Rachel Donaire in the building. What up?
Hi.
Hey, Rachel, how you doing?
Good.
With sons. Question I was asking people earlier too. What are we teaching our sons about de-escalation and conflict resolutions? What are you teaching your sons?
To talk. I mean, my boys, of course, they grew up in a very physical household, right? Like they know boxing, they know, they shoot, they do jujitsu, they do taekwondo, they do every physical thing that you can imagine. But at every point, even I think my freaking eldest got in a school fight at 4 in preschool, 4 or 5, and I asked him when you got to the teacher's office or the principal. And they called us in and she's like, oh, we can't get to the bottom of it. When I got there, my son, I was like, what happened? He's like, I told him to stop pushing me. He wouldn't stop pushing me. I go, did you call the teacher? He's like, yeah, but she wasn't paying attention. He pushed me again. So I turned around and socked him. So, I mean, at this point, like what I wanted to say when I came up on the panel was more so the fact that I think it's just a lack of respect for just people in general, not even genders, not male or female. But just people are I don't know what it is. I feel like it's been more out ever since, the COVID lockdown and people have been locked in. I think people have a lot of internal anger that they're coming out and confronting people for not really the reasons that should ever even be a confrontation. I will say that I have seen, like, living in Vegas, I've seen a lot of women push guys around here. And I'm like, ooh, if he turns around and socks you, because alcohol is not a good thing to have when you're in an argument in a Vegas club. And I don't think at any point, funny, that that you should hit a female. But if we're talking about human beings, the dignity, integrity, and respect of what we're all supposed to have equally, what we've all fought for, then at the least you should treat them the way that you want to be treated.
That's weak.
Man, y'all keep.
Sorry, good point. Well said.
Look, I want to make jokes and be childish. Y'all coming here dropping gems and shit, all political shit. Damn.
Look, I started off serious, then Mets came in and Mets got me on the funny shit.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, she took a brick to the face. Let's get her signed to Rachel now.
I was like, Queen.
Rachel, you got a chance.
I mean, like all that, like jokes, like I get it. Like I think it's, I wish I knew the whole story, and I keep just getting bits of it. But I mean, honestly, like you can't be just because you're a female, you don't get a shield. I'm sorry, you don't. If I want to act some type of way out here when I'm out by myself in the club with my girlfriends, and I spout off and I push a dude, I'm expecting something back. I'm completely freaking expecting something back. And that's probably why Nonito always sends me out with first of all, the people that he knows at the club, either the managers or the bouncers he knows. And then number two, who's at the next table? My father. And Mark can attest to this. When I went to go see Mark at the bar, my dad was at the next table making sure my dumb ass isn't getting in trouble. Because I have a mouth. But it has to go with respect, dude. Like, I've gotten hit on guys where I'm like, no, thank you. No, I don't need you to buy me a drink. And what do? They grab my arm back, like pretty much like yanking me away from the bar in a really tough position. Like, you don't say no. And it's like, actually, I do.
To be fair, at some point, I won your dad over too.
Oh, my dad loves you. He wasn't afraid of you. He was afraid of guys that hit on me that I start to mouth off at.
Okay. So look, let me ask you this. What happens in you guys' culture, in the Asian culture? How does that work? The girls get hit with bricks in the Philippines. Is that part of the culture?
You gotta stop saying that. That shit is fucking me up.
What? What's funny?
It's not funny. It's not funny at all. But every time you say he hit her with a brick.
You laughing.
Unbelievable. It would be. Hey, look, Cam. It would be funny if it wasn't true.
I know the truth stranger than fiction, bro.
It's still funny.
Dude, honestly, you want funny. There's no not imaginary. There's no all of a sudden bricks that show up on the Philippines when there's a riot that happens. Whenever we have riots in the States, there's all of a sudden
in the States. We talking about riots on her face. Right?
No, but why was there a brick? Where did the bricks come from? You're telling me that there's just some random bricks
this whole hour.
Look,
that's what I'm saying. You gotta tell me every time that there's a riot, there's a huge crate of bricks that just happen to be on the street every single time. So this guy just happened to have a brick on the street. Where did the brick come from? This is weird. Did bricks just? I could walk outside right now and I'll try to go find a brick. I don't know how many blocks that's gonna take.
She said it was a rock.
I had a question, but regardless, though, what happens with the culture in the community? A woman rejects a guy. Does the guy attack her? Does that happen in y'all culture over there in the Philippines? Also,
it depends on what guy you piss off. So I'll tell you that when we were in the Philippines,
both parts. Let me give you both parts of the question. The second part of the question is, how does the community respond to it?
The only time when I've been in the Philippines and guys hit on me, it's different. Filipino men are not used to someone stating the other way, right? Saying no. During my bachelorette party before our wedding, we had a bunch of my girlfriends from the States, and one of I think it was a senator's son, tried to grab one of my friends. Of course, she fought him off, and then my security went and grabbed him and all that stuff. When we were going down to our car, there was an armed car across from us with 5 guys standing across from it. And my dad was like, get out, we're going to get shot. Get out, we're going to get shot. So it's not even a a common occurrence for you to turn down a man over there. It
So
really isn't.
into because you start talking about some rich folks shit, senator sons and my security. I'm talking about just the regular people on the street. Like, culturally, how does that work? And if a guy if a woman rejects a guy, does he attack her? Does that happen? Does the community go up and outcry like, "Hey, bro, you wrong," or they say, "Hey, woman, you know you supposed to fall in line"? Like,
You're supposed to fall in line. That it's there's not really an outcry for women in the Philippines. It's happened time and time again. I mean, as it is, we don't have divorce, whether or not it's an abusive relationship. So, I mean, women they're still a law in the books. I don't know if the senator already took it off, but we were fighting against a couple years ago where if you had a rapist in the Philippines, if he proposed marriage to you after he raped you, then your charge would go away. So, no, there's no outcry for that in the Philippines at all.
Damn, I see why y'all come over here.
I was born here, but okay.
She was definitely born here.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about like a lot of Filipinos in general migrate to the U.S.
But they make more money in the U.S. too, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I'm in a group chat with Facebook, like Filipino moms, and like I saw one today that was like my husband just got offered to go back to the Philippines for 220,000 Philippine pesos a year. God, that equates to around about maybe $500 to $600 a month, and they're okay with that. My registered nurse, she would make in the hospital $250 a month. Like they don't make a lot.
Over here, she made that before lunchtime.
That's why I heard it's a good vacation spot because you can ball out with American money.
She made that before lunchtime per day.
Yep. But there's no, like, women aren't supposed to talk back there. There are no protections for, if this happened, of course, they would completely be like, well, you were just supposed to give him your number. You were, supposed to just abide. You raised your voice at him. We're trying to change it, of course, but it's a slow process.
See, and that goes back to what I was saying, Mark, about the way that Somalian women are treated, over there. And if you notice, the cats that was making those videos saying they would watch again, and it's okay, those are Somalian dudes. I mean, except for Mex. But, they were okay with, with that happening to her because they felt that, the way that she's representing the culture being here in the States, it's not what she would do over there.
But my argument with you for that again was you don't know when she moved to America. It's not like we don't know if she spent her formidable years there.
But it actually doesn't matter. I mean, Rachel just confirmed that.
My point, it does matter.
Well, no, Rachel wasn't even raised in Philippines, but she knows the culture.
It doesn't. That's a whole different thing too. Rachel is rich.
Yeah, but no, I'm speaking of the culture, not her financial status.
But Rachel would not expect a Filipino man in America to hit her or to expect her to get in line. A Filipino man in America who try to hit her on at the bar ain't gonna just expect. But you got to get in line. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we in this casino in Vegas. Back if we was back home, you would have to get in line. So still get no. My whole point is, she might not even be a part. Like Rachel doesn't conduct herself like a traditional Filipino woman, like historically, traditionally how they do. She's an American. She is American. She was like, "Let me get the hell up out of here." Yeah. Let me get the hell up out of here.
I see what you're saying though, Chad, because when I grew up in San Diego, there was like the whole like neighborhoods that were nothing but like an ethnicity, like the Ethis, the Somalians, Tongans, Samoans. It'd be like everyone on the street in that block, in that neighborhood, at that store was all that culture. So even though you're in the US, you're still in a dominant part where there's no one else that lives there but those people. So maybe the culture still does carry stronger to those neighborhoods versus you're just a Somalian family in a random neighborhood over here.
Nothing about culture in that video. nothing about
No, but I think
No,
but Chandra was bringing up like in their culture in Somalia, and maybe she was looking like the bitch, and there's nothing but Somalian dudes around.
That dude was seeing very Americanized his damn self.
No, that dude was
Hit a lot of Somalian mommy and daddies.
And what I was trying to say about Rachel, I don't mean to put their bin out and say they rich. I'm just saying, like, what the money they bring with their US dollar, they make a lot. And you know, her dad pulled up one time, told his story, you know, about him being being at the airport, and they can make 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? And,
but that's, I mean, it's still it's a cultural thing, and that's what I'm saying.
No, when you go to the Philippines and you got 6 figures, dog, you move differently.
Of course. It's like that, you know, anywhere. You go to Thailand, you know, the whole thing. I mean, you know, the US dollar goes further. So yeah, you know, different.
You agree to is privilege involved?
So y'all saying I got 6 figures, I can go over to Thailand and just hit bitches with never mind.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, Cam, you don't be thinking about hitting people with women with bricks in other countries. What's wrong with you, bro? You a trip.
I'm sorry. My bad. I gotta get my money up.
Roll the window up. Roll the window up. You thought you
my bad.
Yeah, sound like you flying.
I am. I'm at work while I'm.
Roll the window up. Roll the window up.
He flying already. He trying to fly somewhere where he can hit somebody with a brick. This guy's tripping.
Drive by.
You tripping, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, man, no matter what she said, she didn't lay a finger on dude. That shit is weak as fuck, man.
Yeah, that's true.
That means that the culture accepts that. That means their culture is weak as fuck. Just being honest.
That's what they do over there, man. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
It's weak as fuck.
Yeah,
but I mean, acceptable don't make it right. Yeah, because shit, slavery was once a law. It was acceptable. Didn't make it right.
Yep, it was weak as fuck. Yep.
I mean, I get it.
No, don't go there.
My bad. I mean, you know, we've been dropping gems all night, getting all political, fucking up my jokes and shit. I can't. I'm gonna close the door.
I don't know what to do with you right now, Cam.
I'm gonna close the door behind you.
Yeah, because you acting up right now. You up there talking about, I want to fly out there so I can hit somebody with a brick and shit.
I'm hitting niggas with bricks, Brimley. I'm dropping bricks off, Brimley.
Man, listen, you know what, yo? Mark, you need to drop it, man. I built this shit. Brick by brick.
Brick by brick.
Y'all horrible, man.
I'm never playing that drop again, man.
Say what?
And I'll be damned if you fuck it up because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't hit nobody with a brick just because you don't like how another chick talk.
Look, but somebody actually called me earlier today when we was talking about his content, and as we were talking about it, he said, Mark, no pun intended, but she built that brick by brick.
Hey yo, this is crazy.
Private conversation, but he might own up to it. He'll pull up. Yeah. But yeah, man, that shit. I just got to tell y'all, man, like, I'm disappointed. A lot of you men up here. Disappointed.
You knew I wouldn't shit, so I just.
hey, that's a good question. Y'all got me thinking though. How much would you pay to be able to legally just smack someone with a brick that deserves it? Like, say, like you know, like in those other countries, say it was a chomo tied up to a tree, and everyone gets free shot, $20. Do what you want.
Mark, I see why you disappointed. Oh my lord, what the hell is going on here?
Like murderers, rapists, you know, like they do in third world countries, firing squads, public execution type shit. Like, that's probably a satisfying thing.
No. No words.
Well, we already know Max is not here for a constructive discussion.
Yeah. I can hit that with a bat. Nobody feel sorry for me.
No, I didn't know Cam was gonna and Bram was gonna pile on too.
Hey, don't worry, Max. I pulled up on bullshit tonight. We good.
I feel you because Cam and Bram, both of them said, "Nah." I started off with the positive shit, kept it constructive, Now I'm here for the funnies, nigga.
We here for the bullshit, man.
Listen, I'm not being funny. I'm being funny because Cam is funny. Because Cam was like, oh, you can do that in this country. Like he had all types of light bulbs going in his head and shit. I'm like, yo,
passport tomorrow, bro. I'm pulling up.
Tyler, if you listening, stop this nigga at customs and send him back to the U.S. Do not let him pass go and collect $200. He gonna buy all the pussy in a one building for $200, man.
Yep, and check his luggage. He might have bricks in it. No, but all jokes aside, though, man. At the end of the day, man, that shit is ridiculous, bro. No matter how disrespectful her mouth was, she didn't touch that man, and hitting her with a brick is just extra as fuck.
All right, let me do a shout out real quick. Miss Queen Sunkiss, plug your social media before I let you go.
Oh, it's Miss Queen Sunkiss.
How you spell it?
MarqNashSUNKISSED. No spaces.
Tell them tell them what you be doing on your channel and what you do on your spiritual consulting.
Oh wow. Okay, I got 3 channels. This is a social channel. This channel I go around. I hop on panels.
Let me mute some mics. You got to double.
I terrorize y'all in y'all comments. I clip y'all videos and make shorts. That's what I do on this channel. On my fitness channel, I do workouts because I'm trying to lose weight. And being on my Sunkiss Spiritual Consulting channel, I do tarot and talk about spiritual concepts and ideas. And you can find my website in the description box and all my other social medias in the description box of any of my videos.
Thank you, sis. I love you, man.
No worries. Y'all have a good night.
Peace,
nice meeting you. Good talk today.
Nice meeting all of y'all.
All right, thanks for playing.
Y'all go hard with the bullshit.
Somebody got a double, man. 1 2 1 2. Okay, now it's going. All right.
That might be me. I'm gonna slide out and slide back in because I'm at work.
Never tell me that in your life. Nigga telling me he gonna slide out, slide back in. I'll slap shit out you, kid.
With a brick.
Wrong with you, bro?
What the hell?
Man, this nigga with a brick. Hold it. Fuck is wrong with Cam, man? Slide out and slide back in. Fuck is wrong with you, man?
That's my favorite drop.
Don't ever. Hey, look, and now he said, "Now this is your favorite drop out of all the nights." You tell me this is your favorite. All the nights. Y'all ain't shit, man. Y'all ain't shit. All that protect black women shit. I guess I was right. Black women are not protected. Shame at y'all. Man. I'm ashamed at y'all, man.
Man, that's what.
All right. What else going on? Anything? Anybody got anything? Oh, what y'all think about Diddy giving these people back they publishing? Last thought on that.
Suspicious.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I don't think he's a good person, so it's suspicious to me.
What you say? I don't think he's a good person. Is it possible he's getting older? He cares. Somebody said he might be running for president. They said Diddy gonna run for office. That's why he's cleaning up his look. What you think of that?
I don't know about that.
Conspiracy theory. What? Maybe it's possible. 30 years into the business, he turned down 9 figures. I've heard the deal was anywhere between 100 million. Then I heard it could have been was a 200 million. Regardless, he passed. You know what I'm saying? They said, no, I'm giving it back to the creators.
Yeah, because he didn't already milked it.
Yeah.
He already got his money's worth. So here you go.
But peep this though. He don't have to sell it at all. He could keep this forever, pass it on to his kids like other people do. Like Clive Davis. Like people from look, people who been dead and gone. They don't pass it down to their kids and their kids' kids, or they eat off it forever. So my thing is, He could have just did that. It's his. He bought it. He paid for it. He owns it.
Isn't that what him and Mace fell out about?
Yeah, he bought Mace Publishing for $20,000. Buy it back for $2 million. Puffy said, "Hell no."
Hey, I mean, Mace ain't getting that much money off of shit. He only had
Mace
2 albums.
But Mace wanted Mace know what it was worth though, long term, and he wanted it that $2 million. And you know how to use it more. If you own it, I might want to use my shit a little bit better. Like I appear in the movie, and you can play a little clip of this song, bah, 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 and I get paid off of it.
Yeah,
I appear.
He got like 2 or 3 he get paid off, but most of his best shit is featured on someone else's shit.
That's your opinion, but regardless, when you own something, you know how you can move it. And he definitely those records over there that he did over there were some big ass records, man. Anything that Bad Boy was affiliated with,
he got a big show right now too. So
hey, look, even the writing he did for Diddy on Diddy's album, he get that back.
Oh, he's getting that back too. That's included.
Your writings on Bad Boy Records, the Bad Boy Record Publishing.
He gave it to everybody or just certain people?
Everybody.
See, to me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go and do my good deed because I didn't already got as much money as I didn't already milk the cow.
Listen how y'all talking. Why y'all talking about the bad? Why can we talk about the good that comes from this instead of thinking of
because he's a bad person?
Your motive. Can we do that? Like, what's the good that comes from this?
The artists can now collect monies up on their royalties and get the small percentage that they would have, in comparison to what they would have got 20 years ago.
Or maybe he's about to get his shit seized or about to claim bankruptcy. And he don't have
he got plenty of money. He is Gucci. He ain't got no issues when it come to capital.
Why just can't be somebody just saying, you know what?
I don't trust him.
I want to do the right thing, man. I want to do the right thing, man. Now, granted, he is getting the Icon Award. This happened last time this came up major. It was at the Mace called him out after he got like a Clive Davis pre-Grammy Icon Award back in 2020. Remember, Mace went online and he was talking about him. So in 2021, this plan got in motion. It's pretty much has been in effect and is happening now in 2023. He still got a couple people that he haven't, that they haven't been able to get contact with. But from all the reports I read when I was doing my research on this story, trying to, for the most part, all the big ones already got their shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like the Locks, Cam, the Locks, Mace, Faith, 112. The girls on top. If you wrote some shit, you about to get paid for your writing. If you made the beats, you get paid for the writing. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I got some. I'm gonna speak on something good, Mark.
Because some people don't understand how publishing works too. Let's be clear on that. Like, just because they wasn't getting the publishing doesn't mean they wasn't getting anything for the records.
Yeah, but they probably was getting 2-3 points, maybe 5 if they're lucky.
You might not have got that at all. If you get 5 points off an album, you're more than lucky. You're doing great. Niggas ain't getting 5 points.
Yeah, you're right. That's 5%.
Nobody's getting 5 points off no album as a bad boy artist. Like, no, we ain't even talking about points on the album. I'm talking about just that publishing of not just your album. Wherever you writing at, I'm getting paid off your pen. You getting that money back.
The one thing I will say that's a potential really great thing is hopefully Black Rob's family can be able to make some money and take care of his family.
Black Rob, there's some more, man.
But it's a little late. That's the thing. It's a little late. I'm glad that it's done, but it's a little late. Now they're both of them are dead and gone.
No. It's never too late because it lasts forever. He didn't have to do it at all.
You're right, but can I speak on something as somebody who has collected? Can I speak on something for somebody who's collected publishing checks for a span of 6 years before?
Publishing checks.
My checks are nothing now.
My point to you is though. Now, granted, I don't think you had a platinum record, neither though.
No, but I produced for a platinum artist before.
No. But the record we're talking about in this situation, These are platinum records, right? And some people are still alive, some people dead and gone, but even still, they now own that though. They got something. They can sell it to the publishing house and sell it like, okay, Black Rob Family Estate sold Black Rob Publishing for X amount of dollars.
See, the
Might
only
be
thing
nowadays more nowadays he's deceased, believe it or not. Sometimes dead
yeah,
rappers
usually worth more dead than you are alive. But the one thing I will say though is, what is that actual value for some of these guys? That value is not the same value as it would have been 15 years ago. That value is depreciated to some degree.
At that point, why would he sell it, and why should he sell it? It's his. He owned it. He paid for it.
Because I know, but he didn't already got paid back for it tenfold probably. So it's like I didn't already made all the money I can. Let me go and give this to these guys now.
No. But it's not. I made all the money I could make, because even right now, it was over 9 figures. He could have still made 9 figures, bro. That's over $100 million. He didn't do that. So
because he didn't already made hundreds of millions off of it.
And he owned it. It was his shit. He bought it. May sold his shit for $20,000. That's what he chose. That was his number. Now, if I can go out there and make $200 million off of a $20,000 lick, I'm a genius in any other place. This is business. This is what he signed up for. You knew that when you signed the contract, and you took that $20,000. You smiled. You shook my hand, called me your brother, and you said thank you. I went out there and built the empire and made $200 million off of that $20,000 investment 30 years ago. In some of these cases, well, not 30, but Bad Boy, started 30 years ago. He said this was the business norm. This is what's going on. Is anybody else out there giving anybody back shit? Because right now, Puff is setting a new trend.
Yeah, there's plenty of people who've got their publishers.
No, they ain't get it back like this. Where the
some of them got it back sooner.
No. You bought it back. You did other arrangements, but the guy didn't turn down 9 figures to give you your shit back. He turned down 9 figures to give them their shit back, bro. We just skipping over that part. It ain't like he was just sitting in the office one day and was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna get these niggas back their shit." No, he had a deal on the table and turned down a deal.
Yeah, well, if he turned down $9 million, that means that's still
9 figures. Probably a couple $100 million.
Yeah, okay, that means that the publishing is still worth a lot of money.
That's all I'm trying to say to Brim, man. The publishing is still worth a lot of money, bro.
A lot of money for who though? That's the thing.
What you mean?
Yeah,
some of the artists is probably going to benefit. Some may not. The value of their catalog is depreciated. Now, somebody like the Locks
or get nothing before. Hold up, bro. What's 100% of zero is what?
Zero.
Yeah, because they was getting 100% of zero just now.
Yeah, if they didn't do shows, they wouldn't get no money.
Now, so that same publishing house that offered him upwards of $200 million for the whole Bad Boy catalog, $200 million for that Bad Boy catalog. Okay, maybe they can go. That might work better for them because they can go around and get it for cheap. You get what I'm saying? I can get 112 this much, or each artist over here on 112. Now they all can break their shit down because they was writing on songs like Deron. He wrote a lot of songs. Like, he didn't do a lot of singing on the leads. Q and Slim did most of the leads, but Deron did a lot of writing. That's good for Deron. You get what I'm saying?
That fully get you. You know what a good question is? Is there any artist that was from Bad Boy that owned their own least parts of their rights?
Owning what kind of rights? You talking about mechanical rights? Like you talking about? We talking
combination of it all.
We talking about publishing though. I don't want to get.
Okay, let's stick on publishing. How many artists out of the Bad Boy stable owned any of their publishing?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend to say I know.
Yeah, I think the Locks got some of theirs back, but I think it was like 50-50.
No, the Locks got freed from their label. The Locks is part of this deal right here too, where they get their publishing back. The Locks. I
thought Puffy gave them half of their publishing though back.
He released them. I know he released them back to Bad Boy. Released them so they can go sign to Rough Riders. I don't know about all of that. You get your publishing back.
No, I thought he gave it to him like 10 years after that. I thought he was they were the only group that he gave partial part of the publishing
You're
back.
free to go earn on your own, but I own this right here that you did over here. I own these albums. This my shit. You signed a publishing deal with them, and they part of this deal. I don't know about the 50%. If that you said they got 50% back at one point, I'll take your word for it.
I know. I said I thought. I don't know. I'm about to research it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you brought it up though, so you put the ball.
Yeah, true story.
So if they got 50% back, congratulations. And then they own 100%. See how that worked? Yeah. I just think this is amazing, man. And I think this should be commended instead of condemned. Where everything we got to look at it with a side eye conspiracy. Sometimes
you know why we kind of do that though, Mark? Because you should have been a fair businessman from the beginning.
No, but no, sir. His contracts were copy and paste. Do you say that to Tommy Mottola, Jimmy Iovine? Because they ain't gave nobody back they shit. What about those? The white.
What the thing is though? So we're supposed to be on a lower standard, operate in the same form and fashion.
This is the biz. This is the industry. This is industry standard.
And sometimes the standard got to be changed.
I didn't give you an unfair deal. I gave you the same deal you would have got with Clive Davis. How I know? Cause I used to work for Clive Davis. You get what I'm saying? So if you're mad at me and saying I'm doing this, I should have been doing it, put that same pressure on the other people saying they should start doing it. Because they've been in the business way longer than Bad Boy, and motherfuckers still own their publishing from over 30 years ago. I think Chance the Rapper just helped Anita Baker get her masters back or something like that. I don't know if
I remember reading that.
Was it her masters or her publishing? Which one did she get?
I thought it was her masters.
Okay, one or the other. Because they're two different things. A lot of people don't know that too. Owning the masters and the recordings isn't the same thing as your publishing.
Now, didn't old boy from Murder Inc. say he's not giving anybody their publishing back except for Ja Rule? Did you hear that?
No, he gave Ja Rule some money.
Okay, he gave him some money.
And he sold for like 250 million. He had a 250 million deal. I don't know if it was for the publisher or for the masters. I want to say it was for the masters, but he said he hit Ja off with 7 figures.
Oh, okay.
From what they said, he sold the entire catalog, the whole Murder Inc. catalog for 250 million.
Right, but he didn't owe nobody nothing. That's his deal.
Right. Okay.
Own it. I don't owe y'all nothing. Y'all go try to buy back from them. I sold it.
Yeah, but the only person he broke bread with was Ja, because he said Ja was the only one that stuck around and was loyal from the beginning to the end.
Never folded. Ja Rule never disrespected him publicly.
Well, what about Cadillac? I thought Cadillac Ty didn't go out like no. Oh no, he did, didn't he? Oops.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep, it was him. Yep, Chance got help to get her masters from Elektra.
Okay, it was her masters. Okay.
Yep.
Man, but I just think this is important, man. It should be condemned and not commended, man. Or we got to think it's conspiracy. Now, granted,
that's definitely commendable.
But
this is unheard of in the music industry, right?
Hey, look, is it a coincidence he's going to be getting that Icon Award? Is it this week at the MTV Awards? When's the MTV Awards? Is it this week or next week?
Don't make me lie on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bunch of old niggas up here. Y'all don't even watch.
Show don't.
We watching you, nigga. We up watching you at 3 a.m. Shit, I don't know what the fuck going on. Okay,
but the thing is, though.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll just put it in the chat.
I was gonna say is just that the reason why we kind of look side-eye is because we feel like it possibly an ulterior motive behind all this too. Because I mean, Puffy's history is Puffy's history. You know, it is what it is. So it's great as it is for those artists that are getting all their publishings and all that. That's great for them. But part of me says, okay, that's nice that you did that, Diddy, but what are you doing it for, though? What's the underlying thing behind this? It's not just you just doing a good deed. Because if it was just you doing a good deed, you probably would have did this a while back. Yeah, I think it's something. I feel like it's something you got to do with it.
Ooh, Brim, I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago. My daughter changed my whole life, and the way I talk to people, the way I think about life, the way I handle situations with business and relationships. Now, add that on top of him having way more kids than me, and dealing with the death of a loved one. His child's mother died. His children's mother died. That changes people too. People giving you an icon award, and then after you got that icon award, Mace went out there and blasted you. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, all of that stuff changes when people putting all that public scrutiny on you too. You just want to maybe you just want to get out the game clean. Like, I don't want no dirt on my name when I'm dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to say, yo, he ain't fucking me over. Like, we had disagreements at the time, but yo, at the end of the day, that man did right by me, yo, and he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to give me back my publishing. You know what I'm saying? I took that $20,000 check, I cashed it. I tried to buy back for $2 million. He said no. They came to him with a non-figure deal. Maybe he know if he sold that publishing to them folks, these people will never get that shit back. They'll never get it back. You get what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
I'm putting empowerment back into these people. Like, I want to do right by the people who've been so loyal to me. Look, they just did that damn Bad Boy concert. All them people still showed up for Puff. He still own their publishing. They showed up and they was doing the concert. Total was there. 112, not Jagged Edge, the Locks. Lil Kim was there. Anybody who was around for them. Shine came out. Maybe he was like, you know what? I love the love. He called himself Love now, Love. And he got a new album dropping. I'd be remiss if I didn't plug that.
Who has a new album dropping?
Diddy.
See, man, it's ulterior motive going on.
No. but look, it's 200 million.
Motives,
let's just say it was 200 million. Because look, if they gave, how about this? My thing is, I think it's more than 250 million. Because if they was offering Irv Gotti a 250 million type deal, these type of companies, he got Biggie, dog. He got Biggie. He got a bigger run than Irv Gotti.
And see, the fact that you just mentioned Biggie, he should have gave some of that to his family, bro.
Portion of it, and then a portion, and they got 100. You own your shit no more. Yeah, you control the destiny of wherever this shit go. I know.
Okay.
If I take this $500 million, yeah, I'll make a lot of money and I'm gonna be rich as fuck. And I won't be doing right by y'all in the long run. Y'all will never get it back. I might go down in history as a slime ball. I care about my rep, my name. I want to do right by you. I want to do right by everybody. I'm doing good business from here on out. Something that ain't never been done. I don't have to do this, but you know what? I'm gonna give you something that you sold me.
Hold on, you say it ain't never been done.
This ain't never been done.
No, it's never been done.
Okay, well, you know what? Hold up. It's never been done. I thought Master P gave every one of his artists the rights to this shit.
Everybody in Master P shit own their own publishing.
I want to know.
Is that what?
Yeah. When they signed the deal, they owned it. They owned it. He gave it back to him.
Master P didn't own 100% of all their own publishing and own their masters and none of that shit, bro. That's not true.
Oh, you're making me want to look it up.
Google it. And if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, oh my God. It'll blow my mind.
Because you know he helped Master P. I mean, he helped Snoop Dogg like a mother.
I would know that. That would be a bigger deal. Because that's unprecedented in music history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Master P did what everybody did before him too, for the most part. That's what these dudes do. It was copy and paste. Industry standard model. You know what I'm saying? Only difference between Master P, he just taught everybody else how to get money in the game. Russell changed the game like that too. They was teaching other people how to get money. Like, yo, this how you approach these shoe companies. This how you approach these clothing companies. This is what you do. And you let them know, hey, yeah, I'm gonna be wearing your shit in my videos and this my brand. This how you go overseas and get it, and you just put your brand on it, and this how you put it in Macy's and shit like that. I remember Macy's used to have a whole urban urban section, man. You go in Macy's, you had your Woo Wear, your Sean John, your Rockefeller, your Nietzsche, your Mecca, Maurice Malone, all that shit was just lined up. Rockaware, Fat Farm. What happened though? You don't see a lot of that now, do you?
Nah.
It's by design, man.
Yeah. Hey, fellas, I got to roll, man. Much love to everybody.
I'll let you go, bro.
God bless.
Yeah. All right. Most definitely. You guys get a chance, man. Definitely go and check out the latest videos on Cooking with the Champ, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that black bell, man, so you can get all the alerts for the latest videos that are coming.
Yes, sir. One love, champ.
All right, man. Much love to y'all, man.
Yeah, he's super active too, man. He always cooking up some good shit over there too, man. And it ain't hard to make too. And y'all niggas need to stop eating all that hamburger helper anyway. Go over there to Cooking with the Champ, learn how to whip up something. Impress the lady too. And he be showing you how to garnish the plates, make that grilled cheese look fancy as a motherfucker, man. Like, trust me, man. Y'all need to holler. But so y'all ain't impressed by Puffy giving this publishing back.
It's a good
thing. Yeah, that shit wrong.
It's definitely a great thing, but I just see red flags behind it. I feel like it might be an alternative motive behind it, but it's a great thing nevertheless. But I do feel like it's an alternative, ulterior motive.
So what about all the people who's not giving theirs back and just holding on to it, like Tommy Mottola and Clive Davis? What do you think of them?
They scumbags.
Jimmy Iovine and all of them.
He's setting a new precedence with this one.
I don't think he's the first person to do this.
Give all the shit back to all the artists, bro. Yeah, this is unprecedented, bro. Look it up.
All right. Okay. Only thing I could confirm so far is that Master P got Snoop Dogg all his everything Snoop did with
everybody on. I said the whole label, bro. We talking.
I know. I'm looking. I just confirmed one piece.
You looking out loud. Let me tell you. I did my research before I did this topic.
Okay.
This is unprecedented, man. What Puffy's doing right here. Never been done before. CEO, owner of the record label, gives all the publishing back to all the artists. If anything, shit, we should be worried about his health. Like, is something going on that we don't know about? You know what I'm saying? I felt like that when I heard the news. I was like, he giving everybody back that shit? Turn down 9 figures? Because, you know, because my thing is, all of those people, for the most part, you know what they gonna do, right? That's the crazy part, Brent. What you skipping over is these people gonna sell it they damn self. They ain't just gonna, Black Rock family ain't just gonna keep that woke publishing just to hold it. They don't know about the music business. They don't know how to use the publishing and how to work it to make money for them. They're gonna sell it to a publishing house.
Yeah.
For X amount of dollars for X amount of years. But guess what? They gonna make money now. But if Puff would have sold it and did what he did, they wouldn't have got nothing. Now they can make their own deal. Do what you do. Does that make sense? Like,
no, I definitely fully understand.
And the publishing house who's buying it is gonna they're gonna make a lot of money, but they're not gonna have to they're not gonna spend hundreds of millions of dollars. Because like I said, if they was offering if Irv got like a 250 deal, Puff shit had to be like 5, bro. 380. 400, something crazy. Like,
I don't know, but because you know, Dr. Dre sold his catalog assets to Universal and Shamrock for a little over 200.
His catalog, name his catalog.
Dr. Dre's catalog.
What did he own? Because when he left Death Row, he left all of that shit over there. Remember that? He got
that's true. That's probably everything afterwards.
And what was that? What did he own after that?
Aftermath. Everything he did from after.
Now when you say Aftermath.
Oh, hold up. I'm sorry, correction. The assets are set to include artist royalties from 2 of his solo albums and his share of the NWA royalties, his producer royalties, and writer's share of his song catalog where he doesn't own publishing, which may include
because he don't write
songs from his 1993 Bluster album.
The 1993 what album?
So it was
The
Chronic.
And he probably got people publishing when he got him to work on his album. So he probably owned some of Snoop publishing. Because he didn't do a lot of writing. Dr. Dre wasn't a writer.
No. Well, you know Snoop owns Death Row now. He got all the masters.
No. But we ain't talking about owning the label. We still talking about publishing. that means what publishing did Dre? What did Dre write on the Chronic?
Oh, but you know what? It's also with stuff he had with Kendrick, everything. So yeah, it could be. It's the joint venture with Top Dog. It was everything.
He sold. Hold on. Now, what did he sell exactly? When you say his
He
catalog,
sold Dr. Dre
catalog.
selling catalog assets to Universal and Shamrock Holdings in a $200 million plus deal, and this was at the beginning of the year.
So his production, they get all the production and shit.
He said the assets should generate $10 million annually, and it's 2 separate transactions to Shamrock and Universal.
Yeah, I gotta read more on that. I know he sold a lot of shit, but I didn't know what exactly.
Yeah, it said it included his solo albums, his share of the NWA, his song catalogs,
all his features.
Hmm?
What about all the features that he made Tony Braxton, You Making Me High. That was on LaFace Records.
Oh, you know what?
How does that work? You get what I'm saying?
He might have been paid as an independent contractor and received like a point or two.
Let me read this last part. This might be a little window. Including in UMG's acquisition would be the master recordings of the Chronic, which is scheduled to revert to Dr. Dre from Death Row, which was recently acquired by Dr. Dre's prodigy Snoop Dogg last year. His share of Aftermath Interscope joint venture with Top Dog label for Kendrick Lamar releases through the deal, and possibly some other assets. That's where there's some other assets. It does not include his ownership stake in the Aftermath label, which he co-owns with his long-time label home, UMG Interscope. So he sold everything but his Aftermath.
Other than his Eminem shit.
Yep, everything.
All my Eminem, all my 50 Cent shit. Y'all, nah.
Yeah, he gonna make money off of that forever.
So that means that was everything from 1981, 82, 83, all the way up to Aftermath, which is what, 99.
But
so
what about Kendrick though?
Well, he did. Well, he gave that portion of it.
Yeah, he sold his Kendrick shit, but he's still keeping that 50 Cent
and Eminem
and the G Unit.
So he's keeping his core Aftermath, everything he did after.
But no, you said
just on his own that he's the man behind, because that was a joint venture with Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar and Top Dog was definitely essential though. I can't believe he just got rid of that like so early. Wow.
Well, I mean, the Eminem and 50 Cent catalog is, pretty lucrative when you say.
Yeah, I mean, all of it is lucrative. You get what I'm saying? Like, you would think the other stuff would be enough of his own. I wonder how that negotiations went. Like, we want Eminem, and I give y'all Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, man. We want 50 Cent. I give you Kendrick Lamar. Okay. We want G Unit. Man, G Unit comes with 50 Cent, and I don't want those problems. No, I'm keeping all of that. Eminem, 50, G Unit, all of that. I'm gonna give you Top Dog, my portion of Top Dog. Like, all right, we'll take it. Like, I don't know how those negotiations work, but definitely kept the Joker, the big Joker, the little Joker, and the Deuce, didn't he?
He did.
Gave them niggas the ace. Like, here, take this book, man. Bam.
We're gonna keep everything else though. It's a good read though.
He gave us some face cards too, with some of the other shit. But damn, he kept that Joker Deuce.
I hate playing spades with Joker dudes. There's too many spades.
Shit, even if you play with Joker 8, no, it's all the same. You still end up with 13 cards.
Yeah, but actually spades help people who suck.
Man,
Future sold his too for 8 figures, 612 songs to influence media partners.
Man, that's so dope, man. I'm so happy for these people, man. I'm so happy, man.
Justin Timberlake got over 100 mil for his.
One day, yeah, man, that's crazy. early. And look, he got that early in his career. He can keep writing and keep making new shit under a new company and sell that shit too in 5 or 10 years. You know.
Yep, John Legend sold his catalog, undisclosed.
Ain't it wild? I'm gonna tell you what's wild. In a damn time where people used to always say, "Man, ownership. Artists need to own their stuff. People make money off stuff. Blah blah blah. Artists owner. As soon as you give artists ownership, what they do? Sell it. Ain't it the most genius thing ever? Just give it to them. They're gonna sell it back to us anyway.
Good point.
Go and give it to them. Sell it back to us anyway. Fuck around, blow through that money. They'll come back to us and we're having them in commercials once again, selling their song. Girl, you got that yummy, yummy, yum. And they're gonna need the money. You know what I'm saying? Plus the artists realize too, shit, I can still get paid long as I can go out here and tour and perform. I get paid for the rest of my life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Timberland sold a portion of his to Anthem.
How much?
It didn't say. It's undisclosed.
Look at Tim getting the fucking bag.
Logic sold his catalog to Influence Media in an 8-figure deal.
Damn, they gave Logic 8 figures?
You heard it.
I don't know one Logic song. I don't either. I like his videos though. His videos used to always be kind of dope.
Oh, he sold it recently too. June 29th.
Man, make some noise for Logic, man. Congratulations. All right. Yeah, that's it for me, man. I ain't got nothing else on this shit tonight.
On that note, shout out to Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson, right?
I told you, man, that shit wasn't in purse bid yet.
They didn't make it.
No. Remember you was like it was already in purse bid. I was like, nah, it's like 6.
I was wrong.
According to my source, and I'm telling you, you heard about same video. Well, it was a members only video when I did my first thing, but I put it out there on members only like when I first found out about the Frank Martin shit, and I was like, not so fast, because you know I got a little source over there at Top Rank right now. I'm gonna be at that fight too.
As you should. So it's gonna be in November, right?
It's supposed to be. Now I did get some new information, and my source is out the country right now. Doing a little tournament. But what he told me was they was trying to do it around that Formula F1 shit.
Mm-hmm.
I reported
That's in November.
And I reported that in the video. Now another reporters came out saying now that ESPN has got the fight, they might do it December the 9th. And I was like, oh shit. I said I might owe Brim $20. And I was hyped. But then I thought about it, I was like, nah, if they was to do Spencer Crawford, they're not gonna do it December the 9th. They'll do it at the end of the month. They'll save it for that last Saturday.
And plus, it's an ESPN card. It's an ESPN card, so that kills all that. You know, the whole thing I was thinking of is PBC should, spend that money, make that bid, court Stevenson, and have him on PBC. But I guess they don't really have the capital like that to pay Stevenson what his asking price is.
Spence lost.
Huh?
Spence lost. They bet on their guy winning. Man, you got Bud Crawford over here with all the power, all the leverage, and you got to pay that nigga.
Yeah, but man, I was PBC, I would have leaned on that. I would have let that go to purse bid and tried to take that fight.
No, it's not up to them to make it go to purse bid. It was up to Top Rank to let it go to purse bid. Top Rank stepped in and made the deal. In the final hour, they didn't let it go to purse bid.
No, it wasn't just Top Rank though. PBC said Martin, go ahead. If that had said Martin, that ain't good enough, then it would have went to purse bid. They Top Rank and PBC said, okay, this deal's good. Let's go ahead and move forward. You can do it on Top Rank.
Yeah, like we made the deal before we got the deal done on the money without it going to purse bid.
But if they had told Frank Martin that ain't enough, then it would have went to first bid.
Frank Martin, to be fair, ain't in charge 100% of his career, and we know that.
You're right.
Errol Spence said yes, okay.
Okay, granted.
Because that's his promoter, right?
Yep, that's the guy who runs his show.
Man Down Promotion said, okay, you can go over there. But to be fair, did Man Down Promotions have the money and the resources to put on a whole show by themselves and know how to do it like that and can put, of course, I mean, they did it.
I'm
That was
sure
before- but that
PBC
was
would have.
before- Hold up, now you keep saying PBC. PBC got to put it on TV. That's their job. They run the TV show. TV, I mean, PBC.
Okay, Tom Brown. I'm sorry, Tom Brown. TGB.
That's the collaborator promoter. But Man Down Promotions, Errol Spence, TGB, PBC, were they trying to host that event? No, bro. They ain't about to spend that money on that shit. You know why? Because we got to put our money up for your rematch. You got to fight again, too. And this going to be a Man Down, TGB, Al Heyman, PBC promotion in collaboration with Terrence Crawford, TBC. Yeah, you got to put that money up. They ain't got the money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let that man go over there and make his bag. Errol Spence, Man Down Promotion, as his promoter of record. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the promoter of record that fight, but he got to sign off to get him over there. So he going to get, what, 25, 30%? I don't know what kind of deal he got with Frank. If he got a standard contract, he going to get 30% of Frank's purse anyway? What you think Tyrone paying for that shit? $5 million? Frank Martin get 2? Shakur get 3? What you think they paying for it?
Yeah, 4.5, 5. 4.5 to 5. You're right around the area. I believe is what it is.
For the whole fight, we're going to get $5 million. That's the first. They're going to do $5 million. Some shit like that. Because look what they gave Bud and they stopped that Bud and Porter shit from going to purse bid for 10. Crawford was already getting 4.5 to 5 every fight that wasn't Errol Spence.
And they gave him 6 and gave Porter 4, right?
Right. This shit right here is right on brand with Tyrone. Step in at the last minute, wait, pump fake. All right, man, we ain't got to go to purse bid. And you know what? They used to do that shit, but then they lost that TO fight, and I think they learned their lesson from that, and they don't want that shit to ever happen again. Every time
you might be right, because that TO shit was a complete discombobulating travesty.
They dropped the ball on that, and they could have had that fight. They could have paid that. They played hardball and lost the Triller. COVID shit happened, like lockdown shit happened, and the lockdown had already happened when TO won. But
and then Triller had to give it up, and then the second highest bid went to the second highest bidder.
Your direct competitor, Eddie Hearn. Ooh, you know that hurt. And then your guy lose to your direct competitor, and was the one who hosted that event. Man, they gotta make you mad, especially when you see like you realize, okay, we didn't bid on it, and like second highest bid won. Like, man, we could have paid that. Could have paid that. Because what was the second highest bid? Like 10 million or some shit?
I can't remember what the numbers were. I wish I could, but I can't.
Or it dropped 10. No. T.O. would have got 10 if they would have fought in Australia.
See, this makes me look at it like, okay, Frank Martin didn't have any other options. He wasn't going to make that much money and get a title shot, so they let him say, okay, go ahead and go.
Man, this is the best opportunity of his life.
It is, absolutely. But if there was an opportunity close to it, you think they would have let him go? Same thing with Cool Boy.
What you mean?
If there was an option that was viable, that was 75% of what he was going to be getting from here, getting for this,
man, if
they
wanted,
would have let him go.
Look, no. If they wanted, no. They have the option to do that because Tank Davis is right there already over there.
But we know he ain't finna. We know that fight ain't finna happen though.
Point. This fight right here, according to everybody else, this fight didn't supposed to happen. PBC and Top Rank don't work together. That was the narrative, right? Nah, he on the wrong side of the street.
No, they work together on it's beneficial.
How is Man Down Promotion, Errol Spence sending somebody to fight on Top Rank? Same guy who told Terrence Crawford for years you on the wrong side of the street. But you sending your guy over there to fight for a title.
Yep. You know why?
That means it could have always happened. They never wanted to fight back then.
Absolutely. You know, we'll go on a long tangent if we start talking about that, Mark. You already know how we on the same page.
I'm just tying it all together. I'm giving you a preview.
Yeah, because it's clear. It's clear. It's very clear. But we already knew that. I mean,
that
Floyd Mayweather 4 days after the fight said, "I didn't want this fight to happen." So
blew my mind. And everybody gave him a pass for that too. I was like, bro, Floyd tripping, yo. Floyd tripping. He said, we are one. Me and Al Heyman, we are one. You ain't gonna say PBC and I say Mayweather promote. I was like, damn, bro. But all right. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, it is.
It is what it is, man. Appreciate you though, man.
Appreciate you too, man. You have a blessed one. Nah, man, you know, just glad I got a chance to pull up on you, you know, finish up this work, another couple hours and I'm out of here, man. You have a blessed one, man.
You too,
make the day count.
Every time, man. All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, where you break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, anything else you will not feel like talking about. My final thoughts on everything we talked about, as far as the sister and the conversation we were talking about in the opening of the show. My thoughts and prayers are with the victim, homie. Period. Like I'm riding with the fact that no should not resort to violence because you're rejected. Even if the woman says some things to you that was unfavorable, use some figurative language. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your bricks to yourself too. All right. As far as Puff giving people back their publishing, I think that's great. And I'm happy for the families and the state of the people who are no longer here. Also, I'm happy for the artists that are still here to be able to repurpose those records in a different way as far as to generate revenue. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it, man. Love y'all. Hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Marq Nash in the neighborhood. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
This that squad sound.